Hello, everybody. I am just attempting to get my sound right here for you guys. Hello, hello, hello. You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna take my hair out of this thing. Scrunchy. Where are all my ladies who wear scrunchies and put them on their wrist? This is a perfect holder for a scrunchie. Have it everywhere you go. Now, my hair can be all fluffy. Look at that. See? Now I have the imprint of the scrunchie, though, on the back of my head. If I turned around, you'd see, like, this big bump. Right there. So, when everybody comes on, remember to say hi. I am Blind NASCAR fan, aka Amy. I'm gonna open up this water and grab a quick drink. And the ultimate goal of my channel is to help, well, to demonstrate the accessibility of racetracks. This light is really bright. I'm gonna turn it down. There, that's better. That's the ultimate goal of my channel. To go to different racetracks, eventually every racetrack on the circuit, except for Coronado, because they're probably not going back there again. I'm so sad I'm not going there, y'all. Like, I don't think anybody truly understands how much I wanted to go there. Like, as much as I love Gateway and don't want them to ever go away, I would have given up my Gateway tickets for Coronado tickets. I would have. I think it's the coolest thing by far NASCAR has ever done since I have become a NASCAR fan. I don't know, way back in 2011. Hello, welcome, welcome. Yay. I like familiar faces. However, you can already answer all the blindness questions. So I don't know why you joined, but I like that you do. Anyway, I am not going to Coronado. I am going to Minnesota to see my brother, which I should be really happy about because I haven't seen him in a while and they have a new baby I can't wait to meet. But I really want to go to Coronado. Meh, I really want to go. It's like history. It's the 250th anniversary of the country. There's the Naval Museum basically right there, I was told. It's on it's on a military base. Like the streets of a military base. They are driving race cars. This is so cool. Like I want to go so bad. Hello. Oh, thank you very much for subscribing. I appreciate that. I'm your new fave live streamer, really? That's awesome. I'm trying to get my screen reader to behave and it doesn't want to. I'm trying to figure out how to say your name too. I suck at names. That's all there is to it. The world of Reddit. Reddit is bizarre. Like I have no desire. I'm not gonna lie. There's just some really weird people over there. Really? I never even thought about there being any. I mean, I figured they would be there, but I never thought about it. There's some messed up people on Reddit though. Like it's crazy. So anyway, I will be going to visit my brother in Minnesota. Minnesota. That's what we used to call it when I lived there. Minnesota. instead of going to Coronado. But I really want to. Some of the drivers were talking about it and the views that you can see while you're driving. Like they're gonna be going so fast they probably can't pay attention. But there's a spot I guess on the course where they're going uphill and it looks like they're driving straight at all these fighter jets. And then there's another part where if you look out your passenger side window, you can see all the Navy ships at the docks. I think that's awesome. I need like descriptive video of a trip around this racetrack, like seriously. And I want to know like not just the left and right turns and the shape of the track. Like most of the time, I just need to know the shape of the track. I don't care about what's around. But in Coronado, like I want to know like all the views and all the things. Like I want everything. I just want to be there so bad. We're gonna get some thunderstorms, but so far they haven't said anything about tornadoes. I hope not. I hate tornadoes. Hello. Welcome, welcome. So, this is supposed to be like the planned topic for this video was supposed to be blindness stuff, like any kind of questions you have about blindness. But you can ask anything you want. So, um, I should have brought my cane so I could show off the different sizes of my canes. That would have been fun. But I didn't bring them. I have a purple folding cane. It's so cool. It's like shiny metallic, not real bright metallic, but a little bit metallic purple. Pretty sure it's just tape that they put around it, but it's folding cane with a black handle. I don't like it because it's too heavy. Like, this is my issue with pretty much every folding cane I've ever seen. They're just too heavy. I have weak wrists, and I can't be holding this big heavy cane all the time. Like, I just can't do it. And then I have a telescopic cane, which y'all, I don't recommend them for walking. Like, if you travel a lot, like if you walk a lot around your neighborhood or wherever, folding or telescopic canes are not good. Cause literally, like, you're walking, it hits something and it shrinks up on you. Like, it's not good. It's just not. But yeah. And then I have my long, long straight NFB style. It's not an NFB cane, but it's NFB style. Long, straight, totally white cane. I have another folding cane. It's too short, but my sister bought it at the Amazon. So I guess in certain places, there's Amazon stores where they just sell like discounted or returned items. So everything is like clearance products. And they had a folding cane in there. She bought it for me, but it's too short. But it's a lot lighter weight than my folding purple one. Still probably a little bit too heavy. But I might bring it to NASCAR instead of the collapsible cane because I like to walk fast. I mean, you can't walk super fast at NASCAR because there's too many people anyway. But I like to walk faster. And telescopic canes just, they're not sturdy enough. They just collapse too easily. So I might bring the folding one there from now on. Plus, the new telescopic canes that I've been buying don't have anything to hold them collapsed. So when you put it in a bag or whatever, it comes it comes uncollapsed. It grows. You pull it out of the bag and it like grows because the piece that holds it doesn't hold. And there's a case you're supposed to put it in. I don't have time to be putting it in a case every time I want to put it down. I just want to fold it up or collapse it telescopically and throw it in my bag. Like, too much effort, man. No, I love my NFB cane. It's my best cane ever. It's not NFB, it's NFB style, but it comes from Iowa. And I don't know if they even sell them out of state anymore, but it's a little bit heavier than a NFB cane, and I think maybe even a little bit sturdier. It's a different material. I don't know. There's fiberglass and carbon fiber. I don't know which is which. But the one that I have is from Iowa. It has like the green handle. It uses the same kind of tips as the NFB canes, but it's a little bit heavier, just ever so slightly. So you get a little bit more feedback from it. It I love this cane. Like I really want another one. Um Favorite cane tip would be the I've been testing out the rolling kind. I think I could really like that, except that the canes that use it are usually too heavy. But I like to do constant contact cane technique. So, okay, so like if this is your surface, you have where you're moving your cane back and forth, it's always in contact with the ground. That's constant contact. Then you can do tap. You tap it in front of your foot that is behind. So if it's over here, then your right foot is forward. If it's over here, then your left foot is forward. But it's not constant. You're tapping. And if I'm walking extremely fast, I might do that. But if I'm just like walking in a new place I've never been, I like to use constant contact, which wears out those metal NFB style tips. So I am testing out the roller kind. It's like a marshmallow size and it rolls. I like the rolling aspect of it. Um but yeah, I need something different than what I'm currently doing. Your other question, how do I feel about severe weather when I can't see the sky? I don't like it. Like I know some blind people love storms. I am not one of them. I hate severe weather. Like I hate it. I do not like anything about it. Not even thunderstorms. I get all jumpy and like get freaked out. I don't like it. I don't like it at all. I have taken to watching Ryan Hall because he's really good and extremely accurate compared to our local news weatherman when it comes to severe weather. Um but yeah, like his storm chasers were already on the ground in our area. Like when the last tornado, not on the ground, but they were already in our area when the last tornado was on the ground that came through here. He said the tornado was on the ground in Trenton, and I'm like, oh, it is definitely time to hide. We're not hiding yet. We were prepared. We just weren't in the closet. I'm like, you better shut that door. Get in here. To my dad, like, I'm like, no standing outside. It never came to us. Like, not even the severe weather really came to us that day. But the tornado was not far away. It's like maybe 2 miles away, if that. It might have only been a mile and a half. It was close. And it didn't do a whole lot of damage to even where it touched down, but it wasn't inside the city. It was on the other side of the railroad tracks, which is basically mostly farmland. It knocked out a bunch of trees and did some damage to the roof of this one farmhouse, but that was all that we saw. Um, but according to the weatherman on the news, it was only in Lebanon at that point. Ryan Hall was the one that said it was in Trenton. And so he's a little bit more accurate even than our local people. Um, I am not sure what you're asking. Muscle or something. I cannot see you, but I can read your comments. I have a program on my phone. Have an Apple phone, and I have a program on it called VoiceOver that reads all the comments. It tries to read your usernames, but I'm terrible at interpreting what it says, so I usually don't try. But yeah, There's that. Um, yeah. So the question that I get most often, because I'm a NASCAR fan, is how do I follow the sport being blind? So it's actually probably one of the easier sports to follow because unless they're on a road course like this weekend, they're going in circles. It's like it's left turns. You really just have to figure out who is leading, who is on pit road, and you can get that information by listening to the radio. What I like to do, if it's possible, is have it on TV and radio both because I've learned that they each give you different information. And the radio's usually a little bit behind the TV, so I watch the TV for the most part. And then when accidents happen or whatever, I pay more attention to the radio, but they're both on at the same time and I can listen to them both. When I was a kid, I could focus on them both, but now that I'm an adult, my brain can't hold all the information. I don't know, I just can't do it. I used to be able to listen to two different things even. Like it would be Prime Country on CMT on the TV and it would be like some album premiere for my favorite artist or whatever on the radio and I could tell you what was happening on both of them. Can't do that anymore. I don't know what happened to that concentration, but it's gone. But also because I have the voiceover program on my phone, I use the NASCAR app, the leaderboard in the NASCAR app, if I really want to know like where one specific driver is. And I've discovered if you take your cursor, except during pit stops, because the positions move too quickly, and occasionally at Daytona. But for the most part, if you select a driver, so you're going through the list, if this is the phone, you put your finger on, mine would be Justin Allgaier, so you put your finger on wherever he's running, whether it's the top, middle, whatever. Every time he moves positions, as long as you don't move your cursor off of that name, it will announce it. Like voiceover will announce it every time that number changes because it sees that text is changing even though the cursor isn't moving. So like if say he starts 7th, if he moves up to 6th, it'll read his name and then it'll say position no, I can't remember. I think it says the position number and then the driver, but I can't remember. Yeah, I think it says like position 1 and driver name and then it gives other info, but I don't pay attention after it reads the name. But it'll do that every time he moves up the leaderboard. So I have all of those things. And then if that fails, I can always ask people on social media. Then you get personal opinions mixed in, but you know, it is what it is. Nope, no need for apology. That is why I'm here to answer all these questions. And thank you for liking. I do appreciate that. I believe it is Frank. Hello, welcome. Where did everybody go? I had 17 people. Now I only got one. Where'd y'all go? Come back. Come back. Come back. Come back. um, let's see. So, my last video I talked about Legos and Legos are pretty easy to do as a blind person. You can feel the different shapes. So, there is a website that was started by a blind person and now I believe Lego has purchased it, but it gives you the text printouts or audio, which I'm assuming they're using AI, but maybe not. But you can either use the text where your screen reader will read it, or there's audio versions, and you play it, and it tells you the only thing you have to do if you can't see the colors. I can see some of the colors, but some of them I can't distinguish. Like a lot of the real light pale colors, they all look the same to me. Like I have a few. There's like 5 different shades of blue that I have, they all look the same. They're so similar in shade, I can't tell them apart. So if that matters in a particular build, you have to get somebody who can see the colors to divide them up for you. And then you just use this website, so it'll say, like, out of this particular bag. Like, so they divide them up into bags. I don't know if you've ever bought Lego, you see the little clear, like, bags that they come in. So when you do that, each bag, I believe, is labeled with a letter, like A, B, and C. I can't remember for sure how they do it, but each bag is labeled somehow. And the pieces that you need for each particular set of directions come out of a specific bag, so it will tell you, open such and such bag, find the blue. They don't call them two-piecers. I call them two-piecers, but the directions will tell you, and once you get the colors sorted, then you just know by the feel which brick is which. So it's pretty easy once you get to that point. See, I have to have the light cane because heavier canes wear out my wrist too easily. My wrists are like, I don't know what's wrong with them. They're really weak. Could be from the childhood arthritis I had. I don't know, but either way, I have to have the lightweight canes. Um, and I actually love my NFB tip. I love everything about my NFB cane, to be honest. It's flexible enough that I can walk fast with it. It's the tip is So the reason I like the metal tips, and I didn't know this until I went to an NFB training center, but the tips are more sensitive than the plastic tips. Like, you get more information. So I like that about them. I just love everything about my NFB cane. Not gonna lie. I like the fact that it's completely straight. Because honestly, if I had a folding cane, when I was in high school, I never used a cane. When I first started using a cane, it was at NFB training. And I wouldn't have used it outside of class if it was foldable. Maybe I would because I wasn't familiar with Minneapolis, but once I got familiar with that city, I wouldn't have used that cane. Not if I could fold it. So I love that it forced me to use my cane and keep it. Plus, it lasts longer. Like, there's no wearing out rubber bands. There's no, I don't know. Like, I love my NFB cane. Although, like I said, mine is not NFB. I don't like, so I don't know if it's carbon fiber or fiberglass, like I said, but whichever one it is, NFB quit making one of them, especially in their telescopic canes. You can only buy the lighter weight version. I don't like those. I want the one of them, like, shatters and you get like little sharp splinters. The other one just breaks. I like the one that just breaks. Like, one, I don't want the little sharp splinters, and two, not only does it break in those little sharp splinters, but it's easier to break it. And I don't want that. Like, I want something sturdy that can, you know what I mean? Like, I want a decent thing that works well, and I don't have to worry about it snapping in half easily, and I don't want to have to worry about snapping rubber bands and rust on the joints, and I don't know. Plus the metal folding canes are just too heavy for me. Like, I can't use them. So there is that also. Oh. I thought the marshmallow was the ball. Is the marshmallow the one that kind of has a point on the end, but it's like the center of it is like rounded instead of shaped like a sphere? It's like more like a cylinder instead of a sphere. I always thought the marshmallow was the ball. I don't have the marshmallow kind, if that's the case. I have the ball, like the rolling. Interesting. I need to try that. And I didn't know you could even use those kind on the fiberglass canes. I need to check into that because those are lighter weight and I can't use them. Like I said, metal ones are just too heavy. And my purple cane has this weird tip, like it has something to do with how it's attached because the bottom of it is metal like the NFB style tip. But when you walk with it, like it vibrate, like it almost feels like it's bouncing. I don't know, it's weirdest. I hate that cane actually. I love the purple color, but I hate everything about the cane. It's too heavy. It folds. It has the rubber bands that I'm afraid are going to break. The tip is awkward and like that tip really does get caught in everything, and because the cane is so heavy, it jams you in the belly, and it's like, oh, ouch. And then, like, it has that whatever causes it to have that, like, bouncy, insecure feel. I don't like it at all. Um, I wish I knew what kind it was. My sister bought it for me, so I don't even know what kind of tip it was, but I would never buy that kind of tip again, for that reason. But I might like the marshmallow roller. 'Cause I think I would like I haven't tried it outside of a building yet, but I think I would like the ball roller. So, now I'm curious about the marshmallow. 'Cause I really thought the marshmallow was the ball. I guess I didn't know there was a difference between the 2. Hello. Advice from my mistakes. I don't know, actually, honestly. Well, don't get too full of yourself about winning a prize that you forget to do something else, because that's what happened to me on Saturday. I won. I can't even show it to you anymore because I took it apart. Oh, speaking of that, so I won the third place in the St. Louis area Lego users group. It's the St. Louis Lego Club. That's what I call it. So in the Lego Club, they do a contest. First, second, and third place get prizes. Well, I got third. And I was so excited because I've never done this before. I beat out the sighted people, which to me is pretty cool because they've got tons of money that they can put into building. They have a whole lot more Lego bricks than I do. Like, they can do so much more than I can do. So I was pretty excited that I beat them. So excited, in fact, that I forgot when I got home to check in on NASCAR fan rewards. You get 50 points for checking in the leaderboard. Yep. I was so proud of myself for winning that I forgot. And I watched the race too. I watched it, I listened to it, I had it on my phone, and I had it on the TV, and I still forgot to check into it. So, yeah, don't get so full of yourself that you forget to do that. I know that's a silly thing. You wanted something more serious, but there you go. So the marshmallow is the cylinder one. Okay. I always thought they were the same. I'm not gonna lie. Like I just really thought they were the same. Marshmallow, non-roller marshmallow is what I used to use in high school during the days when I never used my cane. Like I used sighted guide if we were on field trips. I used nothing around the school. Anywhere on the school property, I used nothing. And then um I only use my cane constantly in O&M lessons. Orientation and mobility for those who don't know. Or travel class, some people call it. It's shorter. And I literally would use the cane for the class, come back to school, and I would use it going in the doors because I didn't want the lady to see me fold it up, even though she knew that's what I was doing. I don't know how adults know these things when you're a kid. You can't figure this out. But we somehow know what kids do. But when you're a kid, you don't realize how adults know this. But I used it till I got in the school, got to my locker, I'd fold it up, put it in my backpack, and it would never come out again until the next time she came to teach me something. So, yeah. But marshmallow non roller was the kind of tip I used on that cane. which only came up to my belly button, which is stupid. That's not tall enough, y'all. Like, you're not gonna. I'm a I'm a proponent. That's the word for canes that at least come up to your nose. My current one comes up to here, like basically the top of my head. Like it's literally like what, an inch maybe shorter than me, if that. Yeah. So the longer the cane, the better because you can walk faster. And I mean, you got to do pencil grip, but you're gonna have to do pencil grip anyway when you're in crowds. So the longer, the better. And I'm all about detail. The more detail you can get from that cane tip, the better. Even right down to the cracks in the sidewalk, to be honest. I want to know all about those. I also like shorelining. Most O&M instructors tell you not to do it because what do you do if there's not grass there? But I I like doing it. It's I can't help it. It keeps me lined up straight. I don't know. I like doing it. Anyway, let's put my cursor right there so I don't lose my spot. So, what else can I tell you? Oh, the funniest question. It's maybe not the funniest, but the funniest one off the top of my head is how do you eat? Pretty sure I eat the same way everybody else does. Like, that question always makes me laugh because I can't fathom not knowing how to feed yourself. Like, finding the food on the plate, especially if you're newly blind, yes, that makes sense. I see why you would not know that. But, like, just the straight up question, how do you eat? You put the food in your mouth and you chew and you swallow. I am sorry, but that's funny to me, and that's what I think of. I'm like, "What do you mean, how do I eat?" But I think what you're actually asking is how do you know where your food is? And maybe even how do you know where your mouth is? And honestly, I don't understand that question either, for the simple fact that when you are sitting at a restaurant table, you're not looking in a mirror. So how do you find your mouth? Like you're not watching yourself eat. So you're not looking. Like you can't use your eyeballs to see your own mouth unless you're looking at a mirror. So you're just stabbing the food, putting it in your mouth. Like I don't under I think that's what people want to know. I think they don't realize that they're not using their eyes to watch themselves eat. You're not. Like, you might be watching the fork stab the food, but you're not watching it go into your mouth because you can't see your mouth. Like, it's getting close to your face maybe, but you can't see your mouth, so you can't see where your mouth is on your face unless you're looking at a mirror, and people don't eat like that. So, like, it's common sense to me, like, if you end up going blind one day, you're not going to forget where your mouth is. Like, it didn't move. So, like, you use your fork and either another spoon or bread or something to find the food on your plate. I use my fork like a cane, and you find the food and you stab it and then you put it in your mouth. But finding your mouth, it's like what do you call it? Where instinctive behavior, I guess. Like you know what I mean? I don't understand why people don't understand where your mouth is. Like that just it's funny to me. Yeah, see, I like them tall like that. I think O&M instructors are recommending taller canes now from what they used to recommend because I know that when I was in high school, it started in 6th grade. So like 94, 95ish, somewhere in there. And they started at your belly button. I'm like, that's not gonna work. Like, I'm extending my whole arm out trying to make the cane longer. Um, Then I think they moved up to breastbone, which okay, that's better. At least you got I don't know 6 inches or so added. Well, maybe a foot. I don't know. Depending on your height, it might give you up to a foot of extra height, extra length for your cane. But I like the NFB's recommendation is nose or chin. I like that. And mine is just taller. I think I shrunk, honestly, but I'm not going to admit that because I don't feel like I'm old enough to be starting to do that yet. But anyway, I am screwing up my comment thread. Look at me. Why does voiceover read Kane sometimes as Caney? What the heck? I gotta look at how you wrote it. See if it, because if it's like me, it just. Oh, you did put a space. Okay. Well, sometimes I don't put a space and it still reads it Caney. It's weird. It's like, what the heck? Voiceover. That's the thing too. Like voiceover, it mispronounces names a lot. Any screen reader will do this, but I use voiceover. I say voiceover because that's what I use. So screen readers, they mispronounce names. They mispronounce names of cities. They mispronounce names of businesses, even some common words. It's really funny when, like, especially Jaws. Jaws does this a lot. It'll read something and it's a common word that we all know. Like, I can't think of an example right off the top of my head, but it's a common word that everybody knows how to pronounce, and Jaws will just butcher it. And I'm just like, what the heck, y'all? Like, why are we doing this? It's funny, but it's not funny. But speaking of screen readers, websites and screen readers don't get along 99% of the time. I feel like that's a serious over exaggeration, but sometimes that's how I feel in a day. But they don't always get along. Like, I don't know anything about computer programming, so I can't tell you how to fix it, but I know that it's probably not that hard of a fix, and it probably doesn't cost much, if anything, to fix either. But that's one of my biggest pet peeves, I guess, as a blind person is inaccessible websites or like iPhone app technology, that kind of stuff. Like, why? Like, the information is out there. If you want the knowledge to know how to do it, the information is out there. Go figure it out and then just do it. And the people who you usually end up having to complain to at a company are not the ones doing it. It's the tech people. And tech people should know. Like, I don't know. If you go to school for some kind of technology degree, accessible technologies should be part of your training. Just saying. Like, I don't know, maybe that's too high of an expectation, but seriously, why do so many people who know everything there is to know about technology know nothing about screen readers and how they work and how to make your website work with the screen reader? Why? Seriously. Make it a class, tech schools, come on. Oh, yeah, cutting up food is a pain. I used to laugh at this. There's a guy, I think he's in the NFB, but I don't remember his name, so I may just be associating him with NFB. But he asks the like when he goes out to eat, he likes steaks, and he asks the server if they can cut the food up before they bring it out. I don't know if I would do that. Like, I don't know if I would be comfortable doing that because to me that furthers sighted people's already low expectations of us, so I don't know if I would personally do that. But I get it. Like, I understand the desire to want to do it because cutting food is a pain. Like, I always end up knocking stuff off my plate when I'm trying to cut it. Either the piece of meat moves or I it has stuff on top of it that I miss. I just always end up losing food onto the plate or the floor or my pants. So I understand like why he does this. I just don't know if I would do it for the misconceptions reason that I already stated. Um, but I totally get it. Like, yeah, totally. Cutting food is okay. So somebody suggested to me instead of doing it the American way, like you put the fork in your left hand, you stab the meat, you slice with your right hand. Somebody suggested to me to keep your fork in your right hand and slice the meat with your left hand. I don't know if that would be any easier if you're not used to using your left hand for tasks like that. I don't know if it would be any easier. But it did make sense to stop switching hands. Like, that just adds a step of complication to the process. And I guess not every country does the switching thing like we do. Apparently that's more of an American thing. I think was it England that doesn't switch hands? There's a country in Europe that doesn't switch hands. Like nobody, blindsided, whatever, they don't switch hands. I don't remember what country it is. But I'm thinking that that might be the new way I do it and everybody can just look at me weird, but that way I'm not having to figure out where everything is again. I'm already oriented with the fork that's in my right hand. I never had an instructor complain about how fast I walked, but I do like to walk fast. Not super fast. Like you actually might walk faster than me. My sister says that I'm a turtle, but in the city, I like to walk fast. Probably because my friend told me that slow walkers are victims in New York. Which could be true. I don't know. I don't understand why this tripod leg is so unsteady. It's weird. Um, but yeah, I like to walk faster in cities. Sometimes, I guess being in a city sometimes makes me feel rushed. So I feel like I have to walk faster and do everything faster, and then I end up getting flustered and doing everything slower, anyways. Wonder, wonder where my dad went. It's all quiet out there. I'm so nosy. I'm gonna I'm gonna turn this down again. It seems so bright. Pardon moi while I reach over here and try not to mess up stuff. There. There. Now it's probably not bright enough, but it seems better now. I don't know. I need a sighty to come and tell me how my lighting looks, because now it seems dark to me, but that's because I was used to that bright light. So, who knows what the deal is. Um, Oh, something if you ever see a blind person walking down the street, never, ever, 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 ever grab them and pull them wherever you want them to go. And don't grab their cane either. That's, I mean, I know some blind people who might actually hit you if you do that to them. And it's not just because they're being mean, like, they have issues. Sometimes it's true PTSD, sometimes just generally anger issues. And nobody wants to be grabbed. Like you wouldn't manhandle anybody else. Why are you gonna do that to a blind person? Stop. Say, hey, excuse me, ma'am, sir, whatever. Do you need help? Would you like directions? And if we tell you no, we actually mean no. We know what we need when we need it. Like, if we say no, then we know that we don't need your help. Unless There's something coming up that could potentially be dangerous to us, like a hole in the middle of the sidewalk. It is okay to be like, just say, okay, great, but let me just warn you that there's this, and this coming up. And sometimes those things that you think are like dire emergencies and super dangerous, sometimes they're not. Like sometimes we can just navigate around them. But that's fine if you feel like that's important. But no grabbing, no like assuming that you know where I want to go. And do not grab a cane or a guide dog harness. Don't do that. That's more dangerous to both, probably to the dog because it's distracting, but also to the person, the handler. Just don't do it. One, like my cane is telling me where everything is on the ground. If there's steps, if there's wires, whatever. If you grab that, then I don't have access to that knowledge before it's too late. I'm stepping on the wires, I'm stepping off the curb. Like, don't grab the cane. Just don't do it. That's not cool. Oh, yeah, though it's like steaks have those tough parts, or like even something like a pizza. It has like the string cheese and you pick it up and there's this big long piece of cheese like hanging off of it. Those kind of things are difficult, and I don't know that there's a good solution to them, to be honest. Maybe there is, but I don't know what it is if there is. I feel like I'm off center, you guys. Like, maybe I'm not, but I feel like I am. It's bugging me. Um, what else? So, um, cooking is another one. Um, a lot of people can't fathom the fact that I can actually cook a meal. And I suck at time management when it comes to cooking. So if I tell you it's at 6, it might not actually be ready until 7. It's just the reality that I'm living in. But it's cooking is largely done by feel, taste, and smell. I mean, there's some things you do have to see, but there's usually a technique around it. And I just think it's kind of funny how many things you do when you're cooking in the recipe that blatantly tells you what your alternative technique would be. Or it just says until firm. You don't need eyes to see if whatever you're cooking is firm on top. Like you touch it and it bounces back, or you touch it with a spoon, and like there's a lot of things that you can tell. And even in the recipe, it tells you exactly. So I always thought that was interesting, but you see. Well, I wonder why. Is it dark? It's funny. Alexa time. It's 7:56 p.m. Wow, I was almost 10 minutes late because I was turning off my pool so that I wouldn't have to do it after dark when I'm done. I could have kept it going because now it's only an hour later, but I could have probably. It's still almost light at 9, so but that would give me almost another hour. Well, an hour and 10 minutes. But I did it early anyways. So the pool is the one thing I haven't found real good alternative techniques to care for a pool, honestly. Like the test strips, vacuuming the pool, all of that stuff. I just want a pool boy. I want to hire somebody, but I don't have that kind of money. But seriously, as far as I can tell, there's no accessible way to read your test strips. And yeah, it's interesting. I'm just reading your comment again about the lighting. That's funny. So clothing. How do you tell clothing? Okay, well, I can see some colors, especially if they're very different. So, like, all the colors in this shirt, they're very contrasting. The blue, the like orange, the yellow, like it's clearly tie-dye. Okay? So I know if I see this very colorful tie-dye, why does it smell like sunscreen? I have no idea. But if I see that really colorful tie-dye, I know that is my Sight and Sound Joseph shirt from the Sight and Sound Theater. Um, so I have enough vision that I can do that. If not, I would have to find some other techniques. Like, I can see the daisies or whatever the white and the yellow flowers are on this shirt that I'm currently wearing. So, this shirt is soft, like super soft, and it has these like bumps in the texture of the fabric. This shirt is kind of rough and it's smooth, like there's no bumps or textures. You can feel the paint of the words there, but the shirt is not a really soft fabric. But as far as colors and stuff, you would have to do some kind of labeling, like the clothing labels that you sew into your clothes, or some kind of sorting. Um, but I have enough vision to see the colors, which helps me. I think if I didn't, I would have less clothes, to be honest. Because the more clothes you have, the harder it's going to be to sort you know. And then you do laundry and they all get mixed up, so then you got to resort them again. Like, to me, it would just be easier to have less clothes. Cooking, honestly, cooking I don't think is easy when you start out for anybody, blind or sighted. But there's a lot of different the hardest part of cooking for me now is hamburger. How do I know when hamburger is done? That's one of the hardest things as far as actually cooking. But really, the biggest obstacle to doing any of that is the touch screen oven and dishwasher that we have. It's so annoying. Like, it's just annoying. I don't know. Why does everything have to be touchscreen? Like, who decided that was a good idea? And why did they not think to consult the blind community? Well, I know why they didn't think that. But seriously, touchscreens are like my nemesis. I hate them. Microwaves, ovens. s- I have never seen a touchscreen stove controller, but I'm sure they exist. Dishwashers, the refrigerator, freezer. Like, seriously, so much touchscreen stuff. It's annoying. Um, I think that sometimes you just have to break down and call something like Be My Eyes or Ira and ask them the color of the meat in the pan. That's not 100% accurate because you are using a camera, so it's not. The color might not be true, but I think hamburger too has a different texture when it's done cooking. But I'm really bad at it, so. But there's measuring spoons, and you don't even have to buy a special one because they're all different sizes, and you just learn which size is which, and then you bend it so that this is what they did. It was an L shape. You bent your utensil into an L shape, so your spoon would be down here. This is your handle, and you pour your whatever into a bowl, and you dip the spoon, pull it up, pour it in your bowl. Like it's really cool, and you can bend your own spoons. Like you don't have to buy them custom. And then you just pour the liquid back into your bottle, like if it's vanilla or whatever. It works really decently well unless you don't have good coordination or if your hands are shaky. Then you have to add additional techniques. But if you don't have any coordination problems and your hands don't shake, just pour the liquid into a bowl and use your bent measuring spoon to measure it out. That's the best way. Um, Measuring cups, kind of the same concept. Like you can buy specially labeled ones that are brailled, but just learn the sizes of the cups and then you can tell like this size is a fourth of a cup, this size is a two cup. Like it's easy. The talk or I mean the liquid measuring cups, those are a little bit different. I know they make alternative ones, but I haven't bought one to see. Um so I don't know how those work. Yummy! I want a calzone. I'm coming to your house. I know you lost my invitation to this calzone dinner. I know you did. It's out there somewhere. You either forgot to send it or the post office lost it. I know. I know you meant for me to be there. I'm not good at making homemade dough. Like if it involves yeast, I'm terrible at that. I also don't have a talking food thermometer, so I couldn't measure the temperature of my water for making yeast uh, dough of any kind. But yes. See, I knew you meant for me to be there. I knew it. I love calzones. They're so good. Yummy. Homemade dough? Is it sourdough? My sister-in-law made calzones with sourdough bread. Oh my gosh, they were so good. I should text her and be like, "Hey, since we're coming to visit this weekend, make those for me." I keep trying to get her to do that. It's so good. Yummy. Yep. That's where I'd be going instead of Coronado. Man, I really want to go to Coronado. I'm so sad. I'm not going. I want to go so bad. If they all turn out to be really good races, I'm going to be even more sad that I'm not there. Like I want to be there so bad. Like I don't think anybody really understands my desire to be in Coronado this weekend. I don't think anybody gets it. But it's the coolest thing ever. NASCAR cars racing on the streets of this Navy base. Like seriously, if it doesn't, I'm going to be disappointed even watching it at home. I'm going to be disappointed if it doesn't live up to the hype. I really am. I This is the coolest thing that NASCAR has done since I started watching. Oh, I remember you mentioning that you were a sous chef before. That is cool. I bet you eat good. Oh, I like the stick-on stuff. My family doesn't really like them too much, but now they make clear ones, so I should try those again because that would really be helpful. Especially, I've tried them on the dishwasher and they won't stick because the steam makes the sticky stuff. Like, I guess it melts the glue. I don't know. I haven't tried them on the oven. I should do that. Um, Otherwise, yeah. Michelle! Now I want pizza. Thank you, dude. I'm just gonna even shorten it from dude just to dude, and then everybody thinks I'm talking to them. There you go. Now I want pizza. Yummy. It's so good. Well, that's rude of YouTube to take that away from you. Meh. Ah, they're stealing your tricks. You can't give away your secrets. Giving away secrets is not good. You don't want to do that. Um Harvick fan, I will see you next time if you don't come back later. You were behind, but I don't really care. Like that's I don't mind. It doesn't matter to me. I know I've commented on lives before and I've been behind or just been off somehow, so I know what that's like, so I don't care. I think it's a voiceover thing. Even if you had the same setup you had before, if my experience holds true, it'd be behind anyway. But whatever. I don't care. I also don't read your comments until I'm done with my thought, which might also be why you feel like you're behind because I'm not acknowledging it right away. The trick we talked about where you put your finger on the comment and then when you're ready to keep reading, then you just swipe like you would normally would read a screen. It's not working today. I don't know what the deal is. See, it was on your comment. Now it says play a game. Like, no. No. You didn't stay gone long, but welcome back. That is nice that you have somebody to cook for you when you're working late. That's always good. Um, ooh, here's something that happens to a lot of blind people. So we go out and it's a doctor's office. Usually this happens in doctor's offices. I don't understand it, y'all. Like why? But it happens everywhere. Sometimes in the airport. So you walk up and the person is shouting at you. Like, why? It's my ears work fine. It's my eyes that don't. Like, you talking louder isn't gonna make me understand your directions any better than, like, I just think it's funny. Or I was talking about this with someone the other day too. You walk up, I think this was yesterday in our conversation. You walk up to the top of the steps and she works at a college or something and her one of her coworkers was like, "Hey, look at you just navigating the steps so well." Like they're steps, really? Come on. Like I don't know. You're so amazing cuz you can climb steps. That's another thing. Like some blind people don't mind this, but I do not like being referred to as amazing. I'm not amazing. Like, I don't know. Ross Chastain is amazing. He's an amazing race car driver. I don't do anything to be amazing. Like, I just don't. See, like, I don't like it. Just don't. I don't like it. um, but it's not like nobody is amazing for being able to tie their shoe. I don't know, maybe somebody somewhere maybe is amazing for being able to tie their shoe. But a 40-something-year-old woman like myself with no other disabilities other than blindness is not amazing that I can tie my shoe. I'm sorry, but it isn't. Um so I don't like that one. What else? Yeah, I don't understand why it's a different layout. I wonder if it's gonna become like the format you have for me. I wonder if it's gonna become like that for every stream. Because I know that, yeah, um, yeah, like a lot of the sizes of stuff has changed because so I go live, it's an iPhone, and it will not let me go in landscape mode like this. I have to go like this. No matter what I do. Even when it's like this and the whole YouTube layout is landscape, once I hit that live button, it immediately pops up and says you must change your orientation or change something in the stream. I don't know what it is, but it doesn't let me. And if you are watching from a phone, whether you're voiceover user or not, if you're watching from a phone, it forces you to watch that in portrait mode. And it'll take up your whole screen. Like with when I watch myself, it's in the same orientation as a YouTube short. It takes up the whole screen. And that's something new they just started doing like January or February because I was reading on the creators page about these things, and I think that if I was on a computer and going live in landscape mode, it would stay in landscape mode for all the viewers. But because I'm going live in portrait mode, if you're watching from a computer, it puts me in the tiny little screen with all the comments over here. Or maybe it's the other way around. Maybe the tiny little screen is over here and the comments are over here. But either way, if you have a phone though, it'll put me full screen like I am on my own phone. I don't know what that is. I don't know how they know that, but something in the sensors, in the behind the scenes technology, somehow they know, and it puts it in its correct format that matches your device. I don't know how to say it in short and precise language, and I don't know the behind the scenes technology that makes this happen, but it happens somehow. And I think maybe everybody's gonna get that eventually. Maybe it's slowly rolling out to you. I don't know. It doesn't make sense that maybe everybody else you watch does their streams in landscape mode, and maybe I'm the only one who does portrait. I don't know. Just random thought. Probably not true, but you think my personality is amazing? Well, I guess I'll take that, but I don't want to be amazing for tying my shoe. Oh. Oh, I know what you're talking about. I have never had that when I've watched streams. I have never had the ability to catch up once my stream gets behind. Never. I don't know why. Not since, well, I've only been really active on YouTube for like the last 9 months or so. I've never had that button. Oh, heck yeah. At least on a phone, typing is, unless you have an external keyboard that you can type on and you type fast. Dictation is so much faster yeah. No. Just not typing hand, no. My stream, I haven't watched a live in a few months. But my when I did, my streams didn't pause, like the whole audio didn't pause. I actually kind of like it better when it does. But it didn't. It would get really loud though. Like it's really annoying. It almost doubles in volume. And it will still let me dictate, but it comes in like 5 words into what I'm saying and gets like every other word wrong. So I would almost like it better if it would stop the video or at least mute the speech while I'm dictating so that it's more accurate. And I don't know why it doesn't start right away. I have learned now to wait like a minute. It's not a minute, it's probably 15 seconds before I start talking. It's really annoying. Ooh, Michelle, I don't know what you're agreeing to. I have forgot. Is that the being amazing for tying my shoes? That might be what you're saying. That might be what you're saying. I don't know. Um, I like how most of my viewers right now, at least most of my chatting viewers, are blind. So I'm not getting any good blindness questions because all the people are blind themselves. That's hilarious to me. I think that happens to a lot of us blind creators. I think we end up with like most of our audience ends up being other blind people. I think it's kind of funny. I like it because then we can all support each other, which doesn't always happen in our community, but I think it should. Oh, well, you have to say that because you've known me for what, 24 years now? Dang, we're getting old. Can't believe that. I can't believe it. I can't believe it. Um, I don't know if earbuds matter. That is a good question. It might. I know that if you have an iPhone 16, because that's what I have a 16e, and if you're a voiceover user and you're using dictation and you're using Bluetooth earbuds, it's very, very slow at dictating for one. Like, it's behind. And it's not 100% accurate. Like, I don't know what it is. It doesn't connect to the microphone well or something. I don't know. It's weird. I cannot figure out what it is doing to your name, Michelle. It's weird. What the heck? I don't know what it's even typing for your name. It's weird. Everybody says I need Discord and I need Ramblio. Why do I need Ramblio when I've got YouTube? Like, I realize it's different, but I'm still talking and everybody else is still listening. Well, okay, maybe not. Maybe you're not really listening, but um yeah, I don't understand Discord. I've kind of through talking to people who use it, I've kind of think I understand Ramblio, but Discord, I don't get it. There's way too many social medias, y'all. Somebody the other day told me that I need to start Telegram. And I no, it's just too many. How do you keep up with them all? I don't know. Instagram, Snapchat, YouTube. There's just too many. Like, you'd be online all day long if you got every one of these social media platforms. Oh, you're on a 17. You got a newer phone even than I do. I just got mine last July and I went with a 16 cuz it was cheaper. Oh, are you talking about the other girl? Yeah, I it is MDM some weird thing. I don't know what it's doing to her name. It needs to not do it though cuz it's annoying. I only know If somebody else joins with a similar name, I'm not gonna know who it is. I only know who this one is because we talk after and she tells me. But it does weird things with her name. I don't know what it's doing. There's a random A. There's no A in her name. Not her real name, anyway. I don't know what it's doing. It's weird. Which one? Telegram or Ramblio? Ramblio is, I don't know if you were around during the Vorel days, but Ramblio is social media that's all audio mostly. There's probably some visual elements too, but it's not text based. It's all audio. I don't know what Telegram is, honestly. Stop! I've messed up my comments again. Why is it not working? Wait, Christmas present? What? Oh, the phone was the Christmas present? I think is what you're saying. Um, that would be a cool Christmas present, actually. I'd take that. Well, I don't need that now because I just got this phone. But still, that'd be a good Christmas present. I want for Christmas, if any of my family is watching, I want a microphone that hooks up to my phone so I can take my YouTube on the road and talk to people and you can actually hear what they're saying. Hmm. And earbuds to go with, if possible, where I can hear myself and them so I know if we sound good. Because I just talk like when I'm out and I don't know if people can hear me. Half the time they can't because I've listened back to my post I made from the racetrack. And yes, the cars are being loud because cars are loud. And if they weren't loud, I would be mad. But e- if I had a microphone that focused on my voice, you'd still hear the cars, but you would hear me also. So that's what I want for Christmas. Hint, hint, if my family is watching. Yeah, like I said, I'm sure there's some visual elements to it because it wasn't designed by a blind person, but it's mostly audio. It's like somebody described it as the YouTube for radio because it's you're not seeing the person, it's only audio. So, I haven't tried it yet, but I might eventually. Vorel was the same way, but Vorel, it was super easy, like the format, and there was no profile pictures, which that I thought was a little weird. But blind people liked it because a lot of blind people don't know how to take pictures or they don't know how, like, they don't want a picture. Um, so there's no pictures. But they ended up going to a paid format, and I'm sorry, but I'm not paying for social media. X right now wants me to upgrade to premium. I'm like, $40 a month is way stinking too much to pay for social media. And if they don't keep the free version, I'm not using it anymore. That's ridiculous. I'm not paying $40 to use your platform. That's really not even that good since Elon Musk took it over. Honestly, no. But that is my big thing right now is inaccessible apps because I'm trying to become better at editing videos. And I swear all these blind creators out there, Blindy Girl and Molly Burke and all of them, I swear because they have staff, like, well, Molly has staff and her fiance. I don't know about Blindy Girl. I don't know if her husband can see. I don't know if she has staff, but they're all editing their videos and they look really cool, and I can't be doing none of that because I can't afford to pay for it. But also, all the video editing apps are not. Everybody's like, "Oh, try this one. It's accessible." No, it's not. It's partially accessible, and if you can put up with the accessibility quirks, then sure. But like I said earlier, it's not that expensive and it's not that time consuming. If you know how to do computer coding or whatever, make your app and your website accessible. Just come on, like, uh just because I'm blind does not mean I don't want to edit a video or take a photo for that matter. Like, uh, that's what I'm most annoyed about because I have downloaded so many apps in the last 6 months to try and do something, and I still have not been able to make this video. It's a really cool video, you guys. Like, it's all these pictures of me. Like, I'm checking out the dents in the safer barrier at the racetrack. I'm signing my name on the start finish line. I'm looking at race tires. I'm looking at an old racing engine. I'm raising and lowering the lift gate on Joey Logano's hauler. I want to put those in a video, but I can't figure out how to edit it. It won't let me change the time that the picture's on the screen, so my audio descriptions don't match up. It it puts music for the first three pictures, but then for the last pictures, instead of putting the music over the pictures, it puts it at the end with just a black screen. Why? Like, just do it. And I can't pay somebody. I don't have money to pay somebody, but this would make a cool video. I don't know. It's very annoying. And I just think that they should make. So the app that I currently use to do videos, it's mostly accessible, but the weird accessibility quirks are the things that I actually need it to not. You know what I mean? Like, those are the things that don't work. The one unlabeled button on the whole screen is the one I need, or the little slider to do the audio or make your pictures longer. All of those are the ones that are mildly inaccessible or completely inaccessible. All the other stuff that I just everyday stuff works fine, which is good, but I want the little things to work too. Anyway, that's my biggest annoyance right now is making cool video content because I finally found a website that will do audio description. It's AI, so maybe it's not always accurate, but it will do it for you. You load your video in and it just does it. But the audio is too long for my video with the pictures because they're only on the screen for 4 seconds. Can't change it. I tried to shorten it, I tried to lengthen it. Can't do it. I don't know. That part of the app's not accessible. But anyway, um, what was I gonna say? I don't know. Oh, here's something for you. My blind viewers will appreciate this. Michelle and Harvick fan, if y'all are still both here. I know Harvick fan is here. I don't know if Michelle is still here. But if you have ever had this happen to you, you'll understand. Because this happens all the dang time. Michelle, you do this, actually. I know you do this. And I do it too. But you can't, like, do it with somebody that doesn't know you well. Or if you've never met them. So, sighted people, if you randomly meet a blind person on the street and they ask you for directions, do not point and say over there. That's a mystery place. Where is over there? Is it left? Is it right? Is it up? Is it down? Is it behind you? Is it behind me? Is it straight ahead? Like, there could be anywhere. It doesn't, it's not helpful. it's like, it's like this mystery. Like, and then you ask for clarification and the clarification is just as murky. It's not quite the level of over there, but it's just as murky. it's like I need you to at least say left and right, even if you get it wrong, because my sister does this too. She'll say left, and she's like, "Oh wait, no, that's my left." Okay, so but at least you tried, you know? Yay! My sister calls me the NASCAR evangelist. You're welcome. See? That's a good description though. Like you're saying that I think you're saying that jokingly, but that's actually a good description. Like at least you put details in there like this thing on your left, like the yellow doesn't really help. It might help me cuz I can see some colors, but still like at least you put some details and you didn't just say over there. The third wait. No. But wait, I just read your thing again and if the dirt road is behind you, then how can like that's funny. Past the yellow mailbox on the dirt road. That's funny. Enjoy those calzones and eat one for me. Everybody does the over there. This is my sister and I. This is what we do. Hey, go get me the thing over there on the thing, on top of the thing next to the thing. What is a thing? But we because we know each other, like we've grown up together, we know what we're talking about. Like we may not exactly know, but she can tell me that and I know, okay, well, this is the item she's usually talking about. It's usually this dresser. And she's like the thing next to the thing. So then it's a matter of which thing, this thing or that thing, because they're both next to each other. I can't always get what she wants, but a lot of times I can get what she wants. Probably not now because I we don't live in the same house anymore, but when we grew up together, I could do this. Um and be fairly accurate every time. Now it's because like I said, we don't live in the same house and she's got all kinds of stuff that I'm not even familiar with what it is and she's got kids and a husband. So that might not work today, but it used to work. Until she was in her 20s, it worked. No. No. I screwed up my comments again. It wanted me to put Mason in timeout, but I don't want to do that. Man, now I want to like this comment because I read it again and it's funny. The dirt road comment. It won't let me like it, but I want to because it's funny. I like it. Somebody else who has the ability to like should like it for me. And we'll just call it mine. That is funny. Yep. Over there next to the thing. Over there. On the thing next to the thing. Yep. You can only do that with people you know really well. Um, anybody got any questions that either for the blind folks watching, stuff you get all the time that drives you crazy, or any questions that you want to know? Because I'm running out of topics. I think it's because I'm tired and I don't really know why I'm tired because I actually slept well last night. I think it's the Freddy's I had for lunch. Y'all, best hamburger ever. Prime rib steak burger from Freddy's. If you don't like meat, then I got nothing for you. But if you like meat, it's the prime rib steak. They I don't know what they do to it, but it's made more like a hamburger. Then you put I think it's Swiss cheese that's on this hamburger. Mushrooms, onions, the Swiss cheese, and this garlic mayo. They call it garlic aioli, but I learned, thanks to ChatGPT, that aioli is basically mayonnaise. It's so good. Like, this sandwich is my favorite sandwich ever. And then I get cheese fries. And then my aunt had free ice cream. So, because I didn't have enough calories already, I got this strawberry dream cookie cake thing. I don't know what it was called. We were calling it a strawberry drumstick. And then she called it strawberry dream cake. So, I'm not sure, but it's vanilla with strawberries and this crunchy cake stuff. Oh my gosh, it was so good. So yummy. I don't know what the sound. Oh, I know what you're talking about. The sound I made when it was trying to make me block Mason. I don't know what kind of sound I made, but I was like, I didn't like it. Or whatever noise I made, I did not like. I didn't want it to do that. Meh. I don't know what it was. Probably will come up in the live. Like, YouTube gives you this little live that comes up on your videos, and that's probably gonna be one of them. That's funny. Oh, that's not fair. Oh, look at you Googling it. It's so good. It's the best sandwich ever. My favorite sandwich used to be the Frisco from Hardee's, but our Hardee's are lousy. So they've gone down. That Freddy's burger, oh my gosh, it's so good. See, look at you Googling it all. It's so good. If you don't eat meat respectfully, you're doing life wrong. I love it. You were supposed to be going and eating your calzones. Why are you still here? I know I'm not that entertaining. That's funny. Mm, yummy. I didn't know. So around here we have this old, okay, it's probably close to an hour away from our house. But there's this old French fort. I think I told you guys about this last week that we went to for just for fun basically, but they have what's called rendezvous days in the summer. It's a 2-day event where they do reenactments and you can shoot the old-fashioned guns, and they have like the market with all the Indian products, and it's pretty interesting, but it was too hot to really enjoy it. And anyway, after we went there, we went to Freddy's, and my niece was reading the calendar of all the specialty custards that they have. I didn't know. They're like Culver's now. They have a instead of Culver's does the flavor of the day. Freddy's does the flavor of the week. I didn't know they did that, but my niece was reading them all to me. I didn't get one of the flavors of the week because it was just cookie dough, like loaded cookie dough, so you got extra. But still, like, I know what cookie dough tastes like. I didn't know what this strawberry drumstick thing tasted like, but man, it was good. Oh, it closed? Oh, sad day. My really? My friend out in California tells me that my laugh sounds like Scooby Doo. I don't take this as a compliment, but he also calls me Birdie because he says my hair feels like feathers. Granted, he was 19. I assume he would still do both of these things though. But anyway. Ooh, homemade would be good. We are gonna do that too. Like, we're not gonna do the steak and the hamburger patties. My dad's gonna do it. He's gonna compromise and go cheap and get like what he'll probably do, honestly, is make an Italian sausage patty for the burger because it's a little bit thicker texture than regular ground beef, and he's gonna buy the. He works at a grocery store, so they got the Swiss cheese, they got the garlic aioli, which is basically garlic mayo, just so you know. And he's gonna use canned mushrooms because they're easier. He drains them and sautés them in a pan for like a minute or two, just to make them taste like they're not out of a can. And then I don't know, he'll probably cook the onions with the meat, but I can't wait till he does this because it sounds so good. That burger though, seriously, best burger ever. Now, this burger that I talked about for 5 minutes has nothing to do with blindness. Why are we talking about it? Oh dear. I've run out of like topics. I don't know how people do this. Like, I follow these blind creators and they come up with all these topics to talk about on their own. I got nothing. I actually have some future ideas, but I gotta get the stuff first. So, because I do this YouTube channel, and I left the group because other than this person I'm about to tell you about, I didn't gain anything from being in there. But I used to be in this creators group on Facebook, and I met this guy from Israel who has created these signs. They're like he calls them markers, but I don't know if it's GPS or how they do it. But it's like a little. So this is the package it came in. So it's not very big. It's like not even the height of my hand. It's about the width of my hand. And it's like a QR code basically. It's not a QR code, but there's some kind of code on it. And businesses can go in and put whatever they want, as little information or as much information as they want on this tag. And you open up their app and it tells you there are 5 markers near you. And then it will tell you which, like, as you walk, it'll tell you which ones you're getting closer to, and then when you get close enough, you can choose to read the one that you're next to. I think, and so do they, like, we've been talking about it. I think these would be fantastic to use at NASCAR. Like, they could use them along the grandstands where each little entrance is, like, for each section, and it could literally just tell you the seat sections in that area. And they could, you know what I mean? Like, they could use them where the restrooms are. There's so many things that they could use these for. I would like the race teams to use them on their haulers so that you know whose hauler you're walking by, but whatever. I used Be My Eyes for that last time, and the lady was very entertained by. She's like, "Ooh, I've never been to NASCAR. This looks interesting." And I thought I was gonna get cut off because I'm pretty sure you're only supposed to be limited to 5 minutes on Be My Eyes. Ours was literally like 15 because I was trying to find Ross Chastain's hauler. And she's like, "Well, I'll just stay here with you until we find it cuz this is interesting. I've never seen this before." So she just stayed and it never kicked us off, but Be My Eyes for our new viewers here is an app that sighted people volunteer and blind people you can use the AI version of it where it does it all with AI technology, or you can call a volunteer and a sighted person will help you do stuff like I use it to set the oven every time because we don't have the clear dots on it yet, and it's completely flat touchscreen. Well, when you push the button, it goes in and makes it pushes in and makes a sound like a button sound. So it's a flat screen, but it gives where the buttons are still. I call it a touch screen. I guess it's not. It's like a hybrid because the buttons still click in and out when you push them. But it's all flat. Like there's no distinction in the panel between the buttons. Nothing. So I always call Be My Eyes and have them help, but it sometimes it takes a long time and sometimes they don't get it right. Because if they're not familiar with my touchscreen oven, then they can't, you know what I mean? Like they can't always figure out how to set it properly. But that's Be My Eyes. They can do all kinds of stuff that they can help you with. I might demonstrate that one day if I can figure out how to film it. I only have one phone. If I had another phone or something, I might be able to film me using Be My Eyes at a racetrack like that, but ah! He's always trying to get me to move to California too. Like he swears California is the best and he's always trying to get me to move there. I was trying to get him to come to San Diego and meet me for the race, even though he's not a NASCAR fan. But I haven't seen him in like, I don't know, at least 15, no, more than 15, probably almost 20 years since I've seen him in person. Probably has been 20 years, actually. No, 2009, I think, was the last time I saw him in person. So I was trying to get him to come, but it's a good thing he didn't agree because I'm not there. And I'm going to Minnesota instead, so. You work in the meat department, huh? My dad, I think my dad works in like the dairy, like it's not frozen because he says that's too cold, but I think he works where like yogurt and cheese and that kind of stuff. He's a stock person. Maybe you could work at Freddy's and learn how to make the prime rib steak burger. Hey, I lost a like. How rude. I had 9 and now I have 8. How rude, how rude, how rude, how rude. um, I'm gonna have to get me another bottle of water at this point. Well, maybe not. It's maybe half. But at the rate I'm going, maybe I'll be on here for 4 hours like I was the other day. That was fun. You know what I didn't do? I don't know if I'm gonna keep doing it because they don't seem to be very popular. Y'all seem to like this just talk about everything format better. But maybe that's because I don't take notes and I don't talk about it professionally. Maybe. But I skipped my race, my post race show for Sunday. And y'all, NASCAR fans tick me off sometimes. Even I do this, but why is it the best race ever when somebody you like, this I am totally guilty of this. Because Saturday was the best race ever. Okay, no, it really wasn't. But my driver won, so it was a good day. If one of those cup guys like William Byron had won, it would have sucked. Why do we do this? I don't get it. And like we do this for drivers, which I do get that because if you don't like the driver and the driver wins, it's not as much fun. Okay, I do get that. But why is it that when we get exactly what we want, like we complain and complain and complain about this or that, they fix the problem. They give us what we want. And now we're complaining because we don't like it now that we got it. Okay, well, yeah, I can see why. Sometimes it turns out to be terrible, but they gave you what you wanted. We just can't be pleased about anything. It's stupid. It was a great race on Sunday on social media. It was a great race. This race is fun. There's great strategy. Blah blah blah. The instant Denny Hamlin crosses the line, that was a boring race. This is the worst NASCAR season I've ever watched. That's a lie. Like, don't even say that. It can be boring, and I don't like the fact that Toyota's winning everything. It bugs me. I'm not gonna lie. Like, why are they the only ones that can accomplish anything? And they're not American. I get that. It's not the worst NASCAR season ever. We have seen some spectacular races, like Nashville. Hello, Nashville was awesome. Even if Denny Hamlin did win, I'm not a Denny Hamlin fan, but who cares? It was a interesting race to watch. But nobody's happy because Denny Hamlin won. Like, get over yourself. Like, seriously. I can admit when it's a good race, even if I don't like the winner. Yeah. And I don't like Denny. I don't dislike Denny as much as I used to. He won me over. This is stupid. He won me over with the I beat your favorite driver speech. Some people that made him hate them more, but I like sarcasm and like snarky stuff like that. The minute he said that, I was like, oh, this is the best post race speech ever. Because everybody was booing him. And it was just like, just like rubbing it in their face. I love it. I was sad when he quit doing it. I think he should have kept it up. Hmm. I've been talking too much. I don't know what I'm screen recording, and I don't know what you're loving. Because I've been talking too much. But anyway, I basically quit doing my post race show because I didn't like competing with the big boys on Sunday night. Not enough people watched it on Monday, and I get more comments when I do these free for all type shows. So maybe my YouTube channel will just be completely random. Random Amy stuff. Although my channel isn't really growing that well. So like I've I'm at 255 subscribers, I think. But I keep losing them. Like people will subscribe, I'll get like 5. And then within the week, like I'll lose 6 or 7. I'm like, "What the heck, y'all? Where are you going?" That's fine if you once you hit the 1,000 mark, but until you do, they count them. They count against you when you lose them. It's not fair. I don't think they should do that. Oh, yay! I got another like. Yay! I'm crazy. Man, I wish I would have read this comment before. I don't know what I'm screen recording. Oh well. Whatever. Whatever. Oh, are you talking about the funny comment that Mason made earlier? Is that what you're talking about? That might be what you're talking about. I don't know. I don't know. I have lost my mind. It's true. What else can I tell you about? I don't know. I really don't. Oh, going back to our orientation talk earlier. So, this is annoying. So, we go out, and I'm doing sighted guide with my dad, which is where, if you don't know, it's where you hold the elbow of the person. You're walking like a half a step behind, and you're holding onto the elbow of the person guiding you. Okay? It's better for certain. If you're like similar in height, it works better. So you can use the shoulder if that works better too. But the official rule is blind hand to sighted elbow, and they guide you. And then if they come to steps, they move their hand behind their back, and you move your hand to their wrist, basically. Um, but however you do your sighted guide, I do this with my dad, and we go out, and it's fine if it's a wide open space. But the minute we get to like a restaurant where there's tables or a grocery store, somewhere where there's lots of people, it doesn't even have to be a lot of people. he gets flustered and he doesn't know what to do, and he's like, "Oh, wow, it's really crowded in here today." It's not any more crowded in here than any other day, but it drives him crazy, which then drives me crazy because I'm like, "You're only saying that because you don't know what to do with the blind person." It's dumb. And part of it is that he doesn't want me to touch people with my cane. That's what the cane is for, so I don't smash into them. You touch their You're not whacking them with it. You're touching If you're in a line, you're touching the back of their heel with the cane so that you know when they move forward. If you're walking and they're in front of you and they don't see you and obviously you don't see them, your cane might hit their side of their leg, but you're not beating them with it. You're just tapping them. That's how you know that they're there. My dad can't stand this. He also takes to apologizing for me, which is really irritating. If I'm out with you and I do something like tapping somebody with a cane, or I bump into them, or I'm taking longer than you think I should take for whatever reason, because this is what my dad does. We're at the bank teller and I'm taking longer than he would take because they have to do extra things, like they have to show me where to sign the papers or whatever. Then we get up and he's thanking them for their time, but he's doing it with this attitude like the bank teller. Not like where you're signing a big document, but like, okay, let's say you're getting money out of your account or you're depositing a check. And he thanks them for their time. Like, it's okay to thank them for your time if you are the one doing the banking, but if you're not, you just need to keep your mouth shut and stand there and look pretty or whatever. Like, by thanking them for their time, you're basically saying you're basically telling them it's admirable that they're taking this extra time out to help the poor pitiful blind girl who can't. No, like that's insulting to me. I cannot, like I just can't. That makes me mad. I'm grateful that they took the extra time. But it's different if I say thank you for doing it than if somebody's thanking them on my behalf. Like, no. Oh, I thought about doing the screen record, actually. I don't know how that would work. Because it wouldn't have my audio. Like, I'd have to go back in and talk about what was happening. So it wouldn't have my part of the conversation, I don't think. I think that's a good question. I don't know if that would work or not. I'm 90% sure it's not going to pick up my voice, though. If I do the screen record with it be my eyes. Oh, I missed you. Joseph, hi. Sweet tea is yummy, especially if it's southern made sweet tea. Although, Captain D's makes southern style sweet tea and it's too sweet. I have to do half sweet and half regular tea. I think that's only because I went so long for many, many years without drinking sweet tea that when I started again, it was like, oh, wow, that's a lot of sugar. But I don't know for sure. I just know theirs is too sweet. But yeah. Sun tea is the best, though. Best, best, best. I want to make I want to make some sun tea with stevia in it just to see if it's any good. I don't mind stevia. I'm addicted to this stevia orange soda. It's amazing. But I want to try it in sun tea and see if it's any good. That was weird. I hit the timer thing right at 1 second. It was weird how those comments seemingly just popped in there. That was odd. Anyway, Alexa, time.
It's 9:01 p.m. Did that answer your question?
Yep.
Great, thank you.
You're welcome for setting off all your Echo devices, all the people watching. I didn't say it loud enough. I gotta be like, Alexa, time.
It's 9:01 p.m.
Now I set off all your devices. Ha 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 ha. Anyway, it's been 2 hours, y'all. How did I get. Apparently, I like to talk. This is crazy, y'all. 2 hours, really? Ridiculous. Eventually, one of these days, as soon as I get somebody to help me set it up, I'm gonna have live here and on Facebook. But right now, it's just here. I don't know when it will be on Facebook, honestly. I'm getting tired. Y'all have taken all my energy, and all of you have left. There's only two people left. I'm assuming Harvick fan is one of them, but I don't know who the other one is. I'm not confident on my choosing. But it says there's only two people. I don't think the numbers are right, though, on the number of people that are currently watching. I don't think it's correct. I think it is wrong, wrong, wrong. Like, look what followed me home. Yep. Um, what is today? Tuesday? So Tuesday might be a good day to chat. I like doing this. If I can get more people to watch it, it'd be even more fun. I like just talking to people. Like I said, apparently I like to talk. Yak, 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 yak. Yakety yak. Don't talk back. Oh, yeah. The thing about sweet tea and regular tea over here, it's if you ask for iced tea, you will get cold tea, but it won't be sweet. You specifically have to say sweet tea. And there's places out here that you have to add the sugar yourself, which is not. It is not the same when you get the tea cold and you stir in packets of sugar. It doesn't dissolve the same as if you dissolve it into boiling hot tea and the sugar like it's like emulsified into the tea when it's hot. If you just add it after it cools down, it's not properly mixing into the tea. It isn't anywhere near as good if you do it that way. But yeah, if you because my dad does that sometimes. We'll be in the drive-thru and he'll order me an iced tea and I have to correct him because I'm like, "No, I want sugar in it." I like to look at the timer when it gets close to the hour. It entertains me. I don't know why. Yeah, I like tea too. It's an addiction. I like to go to Chick-fil-A right now has this I need to go there again because they just brought it back. They have this pineapple, I believe it's passion fruit or no, dragon fruit. It's pineapple, dragon fruit, lemonade. Like you can do lemonade, you can do tea, or you can do Sunjoy, which is an Arnold Palmer basically. It's lemonade and tea mix. It's so good. I don't know why it's so good, but it's so good. I would like this is what I want to do. I want to go to Chick-fil-A and get my drink, the pineapple dragon fruit lemonade. I want to go to Freddy's and get my prime rib steak burger. And I want to go to Culver's and get my fries. And then if I want dessert, I'm gonna go back to Chick-fil-A and get Ice Dream because why is it called Ice Dream? Because it's stinking amazing. Like best ice cream ever. The only ice cream that can come close or maybe even beat ice cream is my homemade ice cream. It's so good. Yummy, yummy. You're always here. Well, I'm glad you're always here because until I get really, really bored and I run out of things to say, I'll talk to whoever's watching. But maybe I should actually bring back my song. I could turn off all the lights in here and it'd be dark enough to do what I used to call song in the dark. I would sing different songs. I'm afraid to do that now because I'm afraid they would kick me off for copyright stuff. I don't know how people do that and get away with it. But I don't know why they would think that I'm impersonating a celebrity because I don't sing anything like them. But whatever. One day I will do a video of myself. I'll record myself singing the national anthem and then put they would be fake videos. They would have to be generated by AI or somebody who knows what they're doing. I put myself singing it at NASCAR racetracks. Like it would be like a video montage of all the racetracks on the circuit while the song is playing. I think that would be fun. But boo for falling behind. Boo boo boo. See, that's the problem. That is the problem. I do not have a schedule. Like I had a schedule. It was after the truck race, after the O'Reilly race, and after the Cup race, but then it got too late after Charlotte, so I switched to Monday. It was too late after Nashville, so I did it on Monday. And then I just didn't do it for the last couple of events. I don't know why. Now I'm really bad about doing it. But I don't think, like I said, I don't think people are as interested in my race commentary as they are on everything else that I say. Like, I don't know what that is, but it just seems like people are. I get more comments when I do these kind of videos where I had a theme, but now it's just more of a free for all. We talk about whatever. There's no rhyme or reason to anything we talk about on Amy's channel. We just talk about everything, anything and everything we want. No themes here. I had a routine, but no. Hey, it says you're back, but the number says 0. What the heck, man? Well, your comment says you're back, but the counter number still says 0. Anyway, oh, I missed the 2. Dang it. I should have stopped it. It would have been 2:02. So it would have been 20 cuz it was 2 hours. Well, that wouldn't have worked either. Never mind. I should have stopped it at 2 hours, 2 minutes, and 22 seconds, and it would have been 4 twos. That's what it would have been. Anyway, I guess. I feel like I'm not this big yet, but I feel like the big YouTubers can like, keep to their required topics, I guess. But and they just ignore the comments that don't match. But I can't do that because I have 5 consistent commenters basically. And yeah, I don't know how many consistent viewers, but I have 5 consistent commenters. What I need to get better at is doing regular videos, like, not lives, but I can't do those though. Like, I can't talk long enough to get the most watched pre-recorded videos. Oop, I just kicked my tripod. Oopsies. The most watched pre-recorded videos are like 30 minutes long. I can't talk that long without somebody here to chat with me. It's not happening. But maybe I should go back to doing my NASCAR commentary in a plain pre-recorded video and then do these random talking chats on like Tuesday or something. I don't like standalone videos because you got to do a lot of editing, or you should. I never did with my early race chats, but you should. Um, you were lucky if I even cut off the beginning and end where I was made sure I was centered in the camera. But also, I like the lives better because I can use voiceover and I don't have to have my earbuds in. You guys can't hear it. I don't know when YouTube made this update, but they did, and I'm a fan. I like this not y'all not being able to hear voiceover, but I can because personally, I don't like wearing earbuds. Honestly, like they end up hurting my ears after not very long, and they don't stay in. Like they're always falling out of my ears. So I am perfectly fine not wearing them. I do not miss them. Yeah, my standalone NASCAR videos, if you go back and look at them, I think the longest one of my post-race show videos, I think was like 40 minutes, and I honestly don't know how I talked that long. Most of them were in the 20s. The shortest one, I think, was 10 or 11, and I'm pretty sure the longest one was 40. But, like, there's nothing interesting. Like, I don't have any video clips to play. I think they would be better if I had video clips. I'm just sitting there talking like I am now. There's just no comments to be read. And I think they would be better if I had video clips to play. But again, like, I am terrified of the copyright laws. So I don't know if I could do that. Like, you get that no portion of this broadcast may be blah blah blah, like redistributed. You know the spiel you get at the end of every sporting event without the expressed authorized written consent of NASCAR and its affiliates, blah 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 blah. Like, I'm terrified that I'm gonna get kicked off if I even play little clips. So, and going live, like I said, you don't have to edit, so you know, it is what it is, I guess. I don't know how to do it any better. There's a thing called vidIQ. If anybody is sighted and is interested in growing their YouTube channel, apparently vidIQ is really good at it, but the app is so inaccessible. There's weird inaccessibility quirks for the parts that do work. Not inaccessible. There's weird accessibility quirks. So it does work, but there's just weird song and dance you have to play to get it to work. And then there's parts of the app that are completely inaccessible. They don't work at all. VoiceOver reads nothing. So I downloaded the app. I hated it. Oh, but the screen to sign up with your account, like, that screen works fine. It's once you get past that there's issues. Stupid. So, vidIQ people, not that you're watching, fix your darn app, y'all. Anyway, I have a problem right now because I used to have my mom edit all my stuff. Like, I would take stuff to her and I would be like, this is what I want to do, blah, 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 with these pictures and this audio and yada, yada, yada. And she would just do it and it would be great. But now she's gone. She passed away almost 2 years ago in September. It'll be 2 years. And so now I have to use AI or half accessible video apps. So this is my biggest, like, irritation at the moment. And then all the experts come out and say, well, you shouldn't use AI generated thumbnails. Okay, well, the thumbnail of this video was AI generated, and I think it looks cool. My dad said it looked cool. But for people who hate AI, they're not going to like it because it's clearly AI generated, although that is my hand reading the braille in the picture. So, you know. Yeah, I can't do editing. I can do, like, I can edit a standalone clip. I'm able to edit the beginning by, like, I can remove the beginning and I can remove the end, but I can't edit the middle. I don't know how to do that. I could break it up into smaller clips, I guess, and re-add them back into one. I've done a little bit of that before, but that takes way longer. And I think as a blind person, it just takes me longer anyway to edit these things. I don't know if there's a faster way. If you're sighted, I don't know, but it takes me hours if I have to edit it into smaller clips and then put them back into one big clip. Like literally hours. It's annoying. S step? Is that who you're saying? I don't know who that is. Maybe I know who that is, but maybe it typed the wrong name. But either way, I don't know. And I'm getting really, really tired. So I'm probably gonna go away. You guys are draining all my energy. Hello! Welcome, welcome! Yeah, I don't know who that is, but. Oh, that reminds me. I don't know what he was talking about. We were listening to this preacher on the radio on the way to Freddy's today. And like I said, I have no idea what the sermon topic was. But he was like jokingly accusing people of being motorboats. He's like, turn off your motor. And he goes, but, like, you know how when people argue and you imitate their argument, and they're like, but I don't, but. So he was doing that. But. It was really funny. I don't do it as well as he did. You have to listen to it, but it was funny. I was laughing. 2 hours, 12 minutes, 49 seconds. Ah, I missed the 44. Dang it. Ah, well, what do you do? There's a ghost. I have two viewers and one of them's not talking. Apparently, I'm more entertaining than I thought because one person has been here almost forever. And I'm teasing you, whoever you are. It's Michelle. She's still here. I don't know. It's funny. I probably do. I don't know. It's not ringing any bells at the moment, but that doesn't mean a whole lot, to be honest. He might be one of the ones that made me stop doing my post-race show on Sunday because I got tired of competing with the bigger channels. Nobody was watching me because they were all watching all these other guys. Maybe it's his fault. It's putting random spaces in your name, so, like, it's Eric, but then I don't think it's typing what you're saying, and it's putting random spaces too, which is really annoying. I hate when it does that. But, yeah, so I don't I still don't think I would know unless it's just really butchering the spelling, but I might. Who knows? I subscribe to a lot of NASCAR content, so it's possible that I know who you're talking about and just don't realize it. Or it's possible that it screwed up your spelling and so therefore I don't. But either way, I'm blaming people. He's probably one of the big boys that makes it so people don't want to watch me. You're spreading love, huh? That's cool. I feel like singing the Jesus Loves Me song. That's probably not nice, but that's Anyway, yes, I'm brushing out my hair cuz it's all tangly and it's itching me for some reason. I'm not quite sure why. Yep, technology is frustrating sometimes. It doesn't do what you want. It stops when it's not supposed to stop. Yeah. Technology is great when it works, but when it doesn't, it's frustrating. Um, but I think I think's me's about done. I'm getting tired. Tired, like they say in the South. Tired. I'm tired. Or I don't know. Minnesotans would just say tired, but I used to make fun of accents all the time. Minnesotans and their bags. It's not a bag, it's a bag. Do you want a bag with that? Do you want a paper or a plastic bag? I'm like, I don't know what a bag is, so I don't know if I want paper or plastic or not. I don't know. What's a bag? Anyway. I used to make fun of accents all the time, so much so that for a while I was speaking like a Minnesotan all the time. I never did say pop. That drives me crazy, y'all. It's a soda. It's not a Coke like you Southerners. It's not a Coke. It's not a pop. It's soda. It's so funny how we all say different stuff. I know somebody who says not soda pop, but sody. Sody pop. You want a sody pop? What the heck is a sody pop? Minnesotans are funny though. It's almost in your name. Like Minnesota. I realize it's a different letter, but we pronounce it the same. Minnesota. So why are you calling it pop? If you should call your state mini pop if you're not gonna call it soda. Like I just think that's so funny. I pick on them all the time for that. See, comments are being weird. This comment was not here. Yeah, maybe was the last comment for like minutes. And now Addie's Do It, which I'm assuming is singing Jesus Loves Me, is popped up here. Addie's comment was not here before. What the heck, YouTube? How do you just randomly put comments in there? That is bizarre. Yep. Addie, I only saw I'm spreading love. I did not see the other comment until just now. That is bizarre. What the heck? Oh, well. I had what did I have in my head earlier? Uh, well, right after we left Freddy's, I had Kelly Clarkson's, oh, what is that song even called? Since You've Been Gone, I think is the title of it. I had that one in my head. I was singing that on the way home. That's harder to sing than some other stuff though. And yesterday I had Casting Crowns, Who Am I in my head all day. Like it came on while I was getting ready in the morning and it was in my head all day after that. You think pop means you're old? Why? Oh, are you talking like I don't know if this is what you mean, but I hear pop and I think like it's the name for like dad or grandpa. Like it's not a drink. It's hey pop, what you doing, pop? Like it's like that. Like the name for dad on the Andrew Griffith show, basically. Maybe that's why you think you're old. I don't know. But anyway, that's what I think of. It's just funny. It was your long feather? I don't know what that means. It sounds like an Indian name. Long feather. Oh yeah, you betcha. That's Minnesotan. That's classic Minnesotan. Oh yeah, you betcha. Out. I'm going out and about. I can't even do it anymore. I used to be so good at it. Now I'm just kind of I'm lacking in it, but I used to do that all the time. I used to also do a really good British accent, but I haven't practiced that in so long. So in college, one of the classes I took was um costuming and storytelling. It was my major was children's ministry and so we had to do this costume and storytelling class and my costume was a princess. I wore my bridesmaid's dress that I wore in my sister's wedding. It was red and it went pretty much to the floor. And then I stole, I don't know if she even remembers this. She might not have even known at the time. I stole my sister's throw blanket that was white fur and used it as like a shawl, like I put it over my shoulders. And then I had this plastic rhinestone tiara. I don't even know where we bought it. Probably Claire's or some store like that. And I pretended to be a princess. And I don't know why the princess had a British accent, but she did. And I was good enough to keep it for the entire, like, I think you had to do at least 15 minutes. I was good enough to do it for the entire act. The problem was that it was supposed to be in the first class where I did this costume character, it was fine, but in the second class, I did it as part of a sermon. We had to do children's ministry sermons, and one of them was a sermon that you give from a children's pastor perspective, but to the entire church. Like, so it was like family service, right? And so I made my whole sermon with scripture verses and everything to the words family. And I spelled out family. I built it out of Lego. I had three pieces. And at the end, I put together the word family. Well, I didn't realize until it was too late. I was putting it together backwards. And she docked me from getting a 100% grade on this thing simply because I put the word family backwards. I was annoyed. Like, I could see, like, maybe a point. But it was like, I got a B on the sermon because I spelled family backwards. I spelled it correctly. I just put it so it read family to me and not family to the audience. I still, to this day, cannot believe that she marked me off for that. I mean, I did so many other things wrong in that class that I could have had my grade docked for, but not that. Pop is mostly northern. I don't think it's an age thing even in the north. It's literally just like northern Illinois, Iowa, the Dakotas, Minnesota, Wisconsin. They all say pop, no matter how old they are. Young, old, everybody. I don't know about other areas of the country. It may be an age thing in other areas, but regionally, it's northern. It's really weird. Probably all of Canada says pop too. I don't know. But if I had to guess, I would say that they do. I just think it's funny. I guess it comes from the sound that the can makes when you open it. I don't know where they get pop from. It's so funny to me. I'd never heard it until I got in high school and the school superintendent would say pop. And he's not from the north. Like he's probably not southern either, but he's not from a place that would typically say pop. And I grew up in the South and this part of the Midwest, so I never even heard anybody say pop until he said it. I was at the first time I was like, "What the heck is pop?" Everybody had to explain it to me. All the people that lived here because we were new to the area, so I didn't know. Hello, hello. My favorite band. Non-Christian, definitely Black Hawk for nostalgia from when I was a kid. Lady A for now. And if we're talking Christian, definitely Casting Crowns, hands down. If I could only pick one of all genres, and country and everything else wasn't included, definitely Casting Crowns. Like, hands down, no contest. It's Casting Crowns. Their voices are decent. I don't know if they're the greatest voices in the world, but they're okay. Their music is spectacular. Like, definitely Casting Crowns. Love, love, love them. So good. I'm gonna be very sad when they quit singing. Like, seriously. It will be a very sad day. I know, you Southerners love to call it Coke. That always makes me laugh when I go there. They're like, "Would you like a Coke?" No, I think I want a Sprite." Or you get, "What flavor of Coke would you like?" You don't have any other flavors. I've already looked at your menu. Southerners are funny that way. Hey, what's the WTF for? That's not nice. Yep, I started out yesterday listening to Casting Crowns' Blessed Redeemer, and then it became there was another Casting Crowns song in there, but I don't remember what it was. And the one it ended on was I think the song is called Who I Am. Um and it was stuck in my head all day. I plan to have a good week. It's only Tuesday, so I haven't done much yet. Freddy's was good today. Friday I'm leaving, going to visit my brother. So we're gonna go to pop country. That's what I call it. Pop country. Not as in country music that sounds too pop, but pop as in soda. Soda pop. Pop country. Those Minnesotans like to do that. That's where we're going. I hope that I have a good time. I'm planning, hopefully they don't fall through, but I'm planning to visit a college friend on Friday. And my NASCAR friend, I've been friends with her for like, I don't know, at least 6 years. Before COVID, we've been friends. And now we hopefully will get to meet in person. I'm excited about this. Ooh. I don't know if I've heard either of those. Harvick fan. And David, I take it that means you're leaving, so have a good night, and maybe I'll see you on another live. Don't forget to subscribe so you don't miss me. I've seen people do this now. I might start doing it too. People will say that subscriptions are free, and I always thought when I first heard about it, I was like, why are you doing that? But I realized because subscriptions anywhere else cost money. Even here on YouTube, there's a paid subscription to YouTube Premium. So I can see why people don't know that it's free. Like you pay for I'm gonna call it Echo Plus because I don't want to activate her. You pay for that. You pay for Netflix. You pay for the X Premium or whatever it's called. You pay for Amazon Prime. You pay for all these things. Like they're paid subscriptions. So I get it now, like why people say that subscriptions are free because otherwise people think you have to pay for it. I don't know if I've heard either of those bands. Excuse me. That's what I get for drinking all the water. Yay! Thank you. This is what I do normally when I sign off, so I'll do it for you because you're leaving. Bye. I'm such a dork. I used to do that back in the days. I say back in the days like it was ages ago, but really it was maybe 6 years ago. Well, no, we stopped 6 years ago. No, 22. So that would have been 4 years ago. So yeah, maybe 6 years ago. I was doing that when my mom and I were selling clothing. And every time we'd do Facebook Live to sell it, and every time we'd sign off, that's what I would do. I'd like tilt my head to the side and wave at people. Cuz I'm crazy. I don't know. If you meet me like in person, you would never realize that I'm this crazy because I do crazy things online, but I don't. I have to know you really well in person before I start doing crazy things. It's so funny. Oh, okay. I love stuff that's not played on the radio. You said they were country. That probably means that they're good if they're not played on the radio. Because, like, seriously, radio country is stupid. It's all like, if it's not pop, it's rock or even rap, which is. Remember the jokes? You might not be old enough for this. Well, actually, you probably are because they still exist. But I remember in the 90s, people made jokes about if you mix country and rap, you end up with crap. Well, now we're doing it. And they were right. It is crap. I mean, like seriously, those two should not go together. And today's country doesn't sound like country. It's like big drums and loud guitars and like maybe the singer has a country accent, but beyond that, so you probably got good stuff if it's not played on the radio. I hate radio. But I also hate commercials, which doesn't help my hatred of radio. I get annoyed because I have to pay for like I'm paying $12 a month for Sirius XM and they play commercials. The music stations don't, I don't think, other than I mean they advertise for other Sirius XM channels and shows, but I don't count that. But NASCAR channel, they play legit commercials for everything. I'm so annoyed. I'm like, I am paying for this channel. I should not have to listen to commercials. It's annoying. But then I guess it's like cable. You pay big money for cable TV and you still gotta watch commercials. Although I heard when it first came out on cable TV, you didn't have commercials. You think? Your country radio stations must be playing better stuff than mine. Most of what ours plays is still loud drums, loud guitars, rock, rap, and pop. There's no like country in there other than the singer's twang. Not that St. Louis radio stations are a good representation of what the entire country is doing, because they're really not. But still, we don't get a lot of good stuff. In the on Sunday mornings when they do the country music countdown, sometimes then you get some decent stuff, a little bit more country sounding stuff. But what our stations choose to play is not. Ooh, I like Ella. Ella is good. Who else did you say? Riley Green. See, they're all too new for me. Like, I don't. I recognize all the names you put, but other than Ella, I don't know. Like, I couldn't tell you what songs were theirs. Luke Combs, maybe some of them, but I don't know. I think country music stopped being country late 90s, early 2000s, and it stopped being good after anything after 2010. At least radio country. Like, you can go off radio and find some decent stuff, but mainstream radio country is no good anymore. I like what is his name? Oh gosh, I can't think of his name. Oh man. He sings a song called Someday When I'm Old. What is his name? Why can I not think of his name? Alexa, play Someday When I'm Old. No, Alexa, stop. That might be the same song, but that's not the guy that I wanted. I can't think of his name. Why can't I think of his name? He is good, but I can't think of his name. Easton Corbin, finally. Easton Corbin is really good. I really like him. John Party has some good stuff. John Party kind of reminds me of 90s country on some of his stuff. I have Apple Music. That's funny that you say Jamie Johnson because that's who the smart speaker was gonna play, but that's not who the song. It might be the same song because I stopped it before it started, but the version that I'm thinking of is Easton Corbin. Yep, I always make her play stuff. Now, Jamie Johnson, that name always sounds so familiar to me, but I have no idea. I couldn't even tell you until it plays now if that's a guy or a girl. This is how out of touch I am with modern music of any kind, but especially country. That's so funny. I'm so old, y'all. When I watch the CMAs, I'm like, I don't know any of these artists. And then I think to myself, I'm so old. Yep. I stopped caring about country when the 90s went away. All my bands are out of the 90s. My solo artists, too. It's kind of pathetic, honestly, but there every now and then I'll if it wasn't for my brother and my dad, I wouldn't listen to country radio. I would have no clue. I probably wouldn't even know who Ella Langley was cuz honestly, in September, when we went to the NASCAR race at Gateway, they had the St. Louis, what do they call it? The Confluence Music Festival at the same time at the track. Ella Langley was performing. I didn't know who that was. I had no clue. We were sitting in a section for some reason that didn't have speakers that were playing the concert. She was singing at the time we were sitting in the stands, but we were at the other end. And they weren't I don't know why they weren't broadcasting it over the for the entire track, but they weren't. And so I still like I didn't know what she sang. until after. Yeah, it's just funny. Really? Oh, Zach Top. Somebody just introduced me to him. Yeah, he is pretty good too. Now, when you say he's straight up 90s country, are you talking Zach or Jamie? I should play them sometime. But see, here's another dilemma of mine. Like when I play music, I want to sing along, and I don't know the songs of any of these new guys. So there we have that. But um one thing that one of the artists is doing, you'll know what I'm talking about later. I really really enjoy it. Is this new thing that Brooks and Dunn is doing? They're singing all their original songs with new artists. I think that is fun. And some of those versions are really good. Like I was impressed with them. Oh, I think I know when in color. I think I know that what that is. At first, I was like, "What?" But I think I know what that is now. The '90s was the best era of country. I love it. I think it's because people got tired of country sounding like and being played on all these other music channels because it wasn't any different. I think finally people are like, "Hey, we want something all our own. We don't want to share." Yep. I love me some '90s country. What? Yep. I like if they're a new artist and they have that classic country sound from what I call classic is '90s basically, then I would like them a lot. I really enjoy that. Yeah. Our radio stations right now are obsessed with Choosing Texas. They play that all the time. That's a good song. I like that song. She has a lot of good stuff actually. In fact, I wish I would have known who she was last year when she was singing at the music festival at the track because I would have probably gone over there instead of sitting in our actual seats and being bored. I probably would have gone over there to where the concert was happening because she actually has some really good songs, but I didn't know that then. Yeah, don't plan on doing crack, but thanks for the comment. Random. But yeah, I would probably revive my song in the dark if I wasn't afraid of copyright. I'm really scared of it because you can get your channel taken down like that, and I would be snapping my fingers if I could. But I can't say I don't know how. I get the idea. I just can't make it work. But anyway. I feel like singing something, even though I'm scared of the stuff. I want to do it, but I don't know what to sing that wouldn't immediately get recognized by the censors. So I probably won't do it. I guess I could go back to Jesus Loves Me. I would, but I don't want to get kicked off, like I said. Let's see what this one is, though. Alexa, what volume are you? Alexa, volume 3. Alexa, play Someday When I'm Old.
Someday When I'm Old by Jamie
This one
Johnson
I'm
from Apple
playing
Music.
because I want to know if it's the same song or different. I think it might be different. It sounds different. It's pretty. This part is pretty. Oh, it is the same song. This is Easton Corbin's song. Yes, I love this song, but I knew it from Easton Corbin before this dude. That song is funny though. Alexa, stop. Yep, that's Easton Corbin's song. It is the same song. I wanted to see. Alexa, play Someday When I'm Old, Easton Corbin.
Someday When I'm Old by Easton Corbin from Apple Music.
This is the version that I know. The other one, the intro is prettier, but this is the version that I know. I don't know who wrote this song though. I'll pull up to the store and park wherever the hell I want. The song is funny. I'll buy a box of moon pie. I like the flirt with the cashier line. That's funny. My grandpa does that, or he used to. He's he's gone now. Alexa, stop. $18 for a gallon of gas. That's not too far off, honestly. Oh, the rebooted albums. Is that what the Brooks and Dunn ones are called? Those are cool. I actually like those. Yep. Yep, yep, yep. I like obscure stuff too. Like even back in the 90s, I would look for really obscure stuff like uh oh, what is his name? Well, Shane McAnally, who is basically a songwriter, but he did some stuff. And Steve Hawley or Steve Holy, I'm not sure how you say it, but he did some. Yeah, like I just like obscure stuff. Just like random. Are you talking about the copywriters? I don't know if that works either. I think it does though. Um I what was I gonna say? I forgot. Ah, now you know. Now you know I am old because I forget stuff like that. Um, some people would consider Susie Boggess obscure, but I like some of the stuff that's even more obscure than her. Oh, I know what I was gonna say. When I was a teenager, we talked my mom into signing us up for this CD club that I forget what it is, but the record labels used to have, what is it called? I forgot, but it was a CD club. You get a CD every month and you get to listen to it. And if you send it back, then you don't pay for it. But if you forget or you choose to and you accidentally keep it, whether you if you keep it accidentally or on purpose, then you have to pay for it, obviously. And we used to get some really obscure random stuff that way. Some of it we did end up keeping, some of it we didn't. But yeah, we got some really interesting stuff that way. Really? You couldn't hear the words? Wow, that's interesting. Maybe I should start playing music while I'm live though, then because it gets so quiet in here, I get distracted. I mean, not that the music wouldn't distract me, but Here's a really, really, really obscure song for you. I don't know what happened to this one. I swear he got sued, but And I say that because if you watch his lives, like he still does Facebook Live, but during COVID, he did concerts online, Neil McCoy. And there was this song that was played on Radio Disney for a while, like at least a year before it just disappeared. It was really popular. The Hillbilly Rock, or what is it? No, Hillbilly Rap, sorry. Hillbilly Rock is a different artist. Hillbilly Rap. And it was this fun combination of songs that he did. And it just disappeared one day and he wouldn't even sing it live. Like people were requesting it on his Facebook live show and he wouldn't even sing it there. And he wouldn't say why, but like his reaction was almost like I call it his PTSD reaction because he reacted strongly like, "Oh, I can't do that. No." Like he just didn't want to. Like it was a terrible idea to even think about doing that song. But that's how obscure I go, like really random songs like that most people have forgotten all about. Like, there's a song I sent my friend, he's really good at finding stuff, but I don't think he's ever gonna find this one. There's an AI generated song that somebody made for Carson Hocevar after he won Talladega. It's so good, like, it was shockingly good. I'm pretty sure it's AI generated because of how fast it came out. I could be wrong, but I'm pretty sure. I can't find it anywhere, but I want it. It was so good. Oh, yeah? I used to want to be a singer. You could write the songs and I could sing them. How about that? I used to want to either be a singer or be a radio DJ. I tried my hand at writing some songs. I can't write music. I can't read music either. But I tried my hand at writing the lyrics and like I sang the like how I wanted the tune to go. Like I would sing it. I couldn't play an instrument to go with and I couldn't write or read the music, but I didn't get very far. And then I was a stupid teenager and I left my stuff out, and my mom just decided that I must not want it anymore and she threw it all away. I was so mad at her for the longest time. But so I don't have any of the songs I tried to write, but that was what I wanted to do for the longest time. Yep. My my top 3 things when I was growing up from different ages, but teacher, singer, DJ. And then my DJ desire turned into like I wanted to do one of those like I would hate this now probably because I don't like getting hate comments. But my desire to be a DJ turned into one of those like I wanted to be the Christian political analyst type, like talking about all the political things of the day and like Christian issues around the world. Like I wanted to do that. And now I'm like, why did I ever think that was a good idea? I would hate the controversy. From what I remember, I'd say that's pretty good. Like it's probably a decent description of him. Zach Top, I mean. Um, Dude, at 2 hours I was wondering I thought I would be done, and now I'm almost at 3. Should have just called this the Anything Goes show. um, yeah. I'm getting tired. I'm running out of steam and running out of things to say, and yeah. It's not a good thing. The heck? I messed up my comments again. There we go. There we go. I got it back. Um, what else can I add to this topic? I think we've exhausted it. Man, there were some good voices back in the day. Alan Jackson, Trisha Yearwood. They're so good. Or Tina McBride. Man, Patty Loveless. Those are like my era. Like all those guys. Like 90s was my thing. It still is. It's my jam, as they say. I don't trust random comments not to pop up now in the middle like they were doing earlier. Oh, I just remembered something. I think we've talked about you wanting to be a songwriter before in a earlier video like months ago. When you first one of the first times you joined me, I think we talked about that. Wow, I can't remember. I can't believe I'm just now remembering that. I think that was the case though. Alexa, time.
The time is 10:04 p.m.
Whoa, really? Wow. Um, I don't know why I just thought of this. But weird. I was talking about singing earlier. I remember in high school choir, we were doing warm-ups, and one of the warm-ups that she always made us do was My Country 'Tis of Thee. It was like the most random thing. Wow, 500? That's pretty good. Are you gonna sing them too, or just write them? Because, I mean, you don't have to sing them. Writing them makes a crap ton of money. If you can get good enough and get somebody to pick them up and start, recording them places. You can make a crap ton of money that way. Yeah, I used to want to do that. I don't have that many. I had maybe 30. So you're way further along than me. I mean, you're also older than I was when I quit, but still, like that's a lot. Like you with that many, you should definitely try to get them. I don't know if you I don't know how you do it. Do you publish them? I don't know how that works, but you should definitely try to go somewhere with those. That's a lot. That many, you got to have something good in there, right? I mean, I had 30. I don't know if I had any good, but 500, there's got to be there's got to be some good ones in there surely. So, I mean, Alexa, play Zack Top.
Zach Talk Radio from Spotify.
Alexa, play Zack Top from Apple Music.
Zach Talk from Apple Music.
Now I'll get it. It was playing Toby Keith on the other one. Like, what the heck? Let's see what this is. I like the sound of this. Not sure what this is yet. I don't know if you can hear it, but if you can tell me if this is him. They would never play this on my local radio. It's too country sounding. I like it. Alexa, volume 4. There, now you should be able to hear it. I like it. Yep, I like it. Alexa, volume 2. I like it. I can see your comment. Yep. I don't know if you heard that. I didn't want to keep playing it that loud because I can't hear the comments when it's that loud, but um I like it. I don't know if I would listen to it often because I don't know it yet. And I said I like to sing along, so but Alexa, skip. See what we get now. See that I like this. This is good quality here. Alexa, what is this? Alexa, volume 4. I like this. This is a weird song, but what the? Alexa, stop. That is an interesting song right there. But anyway, um so random. That song. It's very random. Um you just want to write them, huh? Well, that's fine. I think you're like way behind again, but maybe not. Um yeah, like I said, you write them, I'll sing them. Maybe we'll make some money one day. That doesn't work because my problem with singing anything, I can't count to save my life. Like I can count, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, like count like that. But musically, like I can't count the beat. It's terrible. Just I can't do it. I don't know what it is. I just can't do it. So it wouldn't work out too well. But it can make you nervous singing around other people for sure. Definitely can do that. Oh, I think it might have been. That is a that is kind of a funny title. Two blind people talking and talking about a song that's very visual in title. That is kind of funny. I think you might be right. That might have been what that was called though. That's funny. Yep, that is funny. I don't know why this song just popped into my head. Daddy's hands, soft and kind when I was crying. Daddy's hands, hard as steel when I'd done wrong. Daddy's hands weren't always gentle, but I've come to understand. There was always love in Daddy's hands. I never didn't trust you. I was just speaking for the music that I heard on my local radio. It's funny. Um, yeah, I don't know why Daddy's Hands was in my head. I don't even know all the words to that song. The other one, this is really random. The other one that's in my head is "Why'd you come in here looking like that? All decked out and how do I see? I don't even know the words to it. I can't even think of how they go. That's Dolly and a whole bunch of other random people at the end of it. You can guide me to the good music. You probably could. I love stuff like that that sound it's new, but it sounds old. Like, and if it sounds 90s, even if it's only a little bit 90s sounding, I like it. That's why when Easton Corbin came out, I was a big fan of his. He never took off because he was too old sounding. But when he came out, I really liked his stuff. How about this one, if we're talking about old stuff? He was working through college on my grandpa's farm. I was thirsting for knowledge, and he had a car. Yeah, I was caught somewhere between a woman and a child. One restless summer, we found love growing wild on the banks of the river on a well-beaten path. It's funny how those memories they last like strawberry wine. 17, the hot July moon. I saw everything, my first taste of love. Oh, bittersweet, green on the vine, like strawberry wine. Yep. Alexa, play Think as You Drink by Riley Green.
This is Riley Green from
I said it wrong, didn't I? Yep. Alexa, volume 3. Question is it really who they say? Spotify's not always accurate anymore.
You know wine. Tonight I ain't bringing no roses. Talking would take too much time. I think I.
Alexa, what is this?
This is Worst Way by Riley Green. That too, as soon as I walk in the door, don't wanna make that lie. Girl, I can't wait anymore. I want you and the world's way.
I like the other one better, but Alexa, stop. Yep, I like Strawberry Wine. That's a good song. I like a lot. I like most of her stuff. She has a few. Like, when I say most, I basically just mean the radio stuff, singles. Sometimes I like the songs off the albums, but usually it's radio stuff that I like. What? Whoa. Yeah, I said it wrong. The title, I mean. Now I'm gonna have strawberry wine stuck in my head forever. I don't know if I even put the words in the right order. I sometimes get them messed up. And while I was singing it, I had a brain freeze moment and I was like, "Ah, crap, I'm gonna screw it up." I think I may have gotten it right, but I'm not positive. I know they say you can't go home again, but I just had to come back one last time. Ma'am, I know you don't know me from Adam, but those handprints on the front steps are mine. Up those stairs in that little back bedroom is where I did my homework and learned to play guitar. And I bet you didn't know, under that live oak, my favorite dog is buried in the yard. You leave home, you move on, and you do the best you can. I got lost in this old world and forgot who I am. See, I don't know how that song goes, but I like that song too. Anyway, I gotta quit doing that because my daddy's getting ready to go to bed. He gonna get mad at me if I'm singing too loud. It hasn't cut me off yet, but then you're the only one watching, so it's not like I'm Ah, it's funny. So Red Dirt Girl? Hello. Hello, hello. Welcome. Thank you for the compliment and welcome from Montana. I don't think I've ever had anybody on from Montana before. That's awesome. That is cool. I would like to know if I can do more of that without getting kicked off, honestly. India, wow. I only have two Barbies. It's not that great of a collection. I have others. Well, I gave them to my niece, so it's entirely possible that my sister forgot they were mine and sold them out from under me. But my ones in the box, I only have these two back here. I like how they're on top of the race cars. But I have the blind Barbie because she looks like me, and hiding behind the roses kind of is the NASCAR Barbie because NASCAR. And NASCAR's awesome. But those are the only 2 I have. Software engineer, that is cool. Well, I guess you have a point. If you don't have any, it would be more than you, wouldn't it? That is true. No, I'm definitely not. Mr. Casey, with your Jesus Freak in your name makes me think of the Jesus Freak song. What would people think if they heard that I'm a Jesus freak? What would people do if they knew that it's true? I don't really care if they label me a Jesus freak. There ain't no disguising the truth. I don't know if those are the right words. I may have made them up, but that's close anyway. I like the Jesus Freak song. Is that DC Talk? Jesus Freak? Maybe not. Thanks. I can sing by myself, but don't put me with music because then I suck. Yeah, you'll learn real quickly that I can't count to save my life. DC Talk. Is that what I said? Who did I say? I don't even remember what I said. Thanks for the subscription. I love subscriptions. Yay! I'm trying really hard to get to 500. I'm over halfway there, but I still have a long way to go. My name is Amy, but you can just call me NASCAR fan or a blind NASCAR fan. So that name came about a while ago, like 2011 or 20, I think it was 2011, but it could have been 2012 when I changed it. So when I first joined Twitter in like March of 2011, so I could be a NASCAR driver stalker. Yes, like literally. Okay, not really. But like all the NASCAR drivers were new to Twitter and they would talk to fans and it was great back then because if you tweeted one of them, you would always get a response. And then they started getting huge followings because people started discovering Twitter and discovering that they were there and it went away. But for the first year or so. And so I was on there and I would join everybody and we would all live tweet the races, which some people still do this, but not like they did back then. It was like a whole community of people. It was wonderful. All live tweeting races. And so, like, I was on there doing it too. And sometimes I would ask questions because this was before I discovered NASCAR radio, where you could listen to the broadcast instead of watching it. And if you're listening to radio, obviously nobody else can see it either. So they have to really describe stuff. And so I didn't know about this when I first discovered NASCAR back in 2011. So I was watching it on TV and I had questions because I couldn't see stuff. And people would get mad. Like, they would think I was stupid because I was asking dumb questions and I would have to explain every time. Like, I can't see it, so I don't know. And one of my friends was like, why don't you put blind in your name so that they know? And I was like, that's not a terrible idea. So, Blind NASCAR Fan as a username was born. But it didn't help because people don't read usernames, they just read the text of the post. And so they still didn't know why I was asking seemingly dumb questions. It was annoying. But I liked it so, and it stuck, so here we are, like 15 years later, and I'm still using Blind NASCAR Fan. If you see that username anywhere where my picture doesn't appear, there's a problem because that's my name, and if somebody else is using it, it's not cool. No pedestrians. Yes, but you can hit other cars. There actually is a company, I believe it is called Racing for All. It used to be called Accessible Racing. when I first discovered them. But they actually will let me and other blind people drive real race cars, but it's a two-seater, and you have to get somebody who is sighted to ride along with you and tell you when to make your turns. And I've never yet been able to find somebody willing to do that. But also, they don't bring this program to any racetracks near me, so I'd have to go a long way to get there. But someday that would be fun. I would like to do that. I have ridden in a race car with somebody else driving it. That was a blast. But I've never gotten to drive it myself yet. Castellos. I will have to look that up. Or look them up. Yeah, basically. Actually, I had. It was. It may have been a stupid question, but I was new to NASCAR, so I didn't know. I actually got Twitter yelled at by one of the. Now I know he's a radio guy, but back then, like I said, I hadn't discovered the radio yet. I didn't know it existed. I replied to something he posted, what I thought was a legit question, and he like went off on me. I was just like, seriously? I don't even remember what it was, but still I disagreed with his answer, but I don't really like him. He kind of acts like he knows everything and his opinion's the only one that counts. And maybe because he's been in the sport for like 20 something years, but still, like, you could be nicer about it, dude. I think he's very mean. I don't. He does good on the radio broadcast, but on his Sirius XM show, I don't like him. And part of it's just his voice. Like, he just speaks rough. Like, he always sounds like he's mad. Even like the other day, he said something and he's like, I'm not mad. Like, I don't mind this. And I'm like, well, you sure do sound like you mind it. Obviously, he couldn't hear me because, I'm the girl who yells at the TV and yells at the radio and people that can't hear me. Yep, that's me. You should come. Like, I should do a live once while watching a race so y'all can see how I yell at the TV. It's really funny. Really? I've never heard that. Yes, it was Dave. I didn't know if I should call him out, but Dave Moody, he's mean. I really don't like him. I don't, I, he actually sometimes he actually says things that I agree with. But he's so, like, I don't like the way he speaks. It's very forceful and, like I said, even when he's not mad, he claims not to be mad, but he sounds like he's mad. I don't like it. I don't know. I really don't like it. That's interesting. I've never heard that before. About the moles, I mean. Yes, thank you. Exactly. He- his opinion, he's very arrogant about it, and his opinion is all that counts. And you're stupid, basically, if you don't agree with him. I've actually heard him call somebody stupid before. And other times he doesn't call them stupid because you can't do that on the radio. But he sure makes them feel stupid. Oh, and only he can be mean to people because somebody else was on his show and they said something that could have been construed as mean. And he's like, well, let's not be mean about it. And I was just like, oh, because you're never mean? I can't stand him. He drives me crazy. I well, that's random. I've definitely have never heard that. I don't know about that. Your lover in a previous life, huh? That's interesting. I don't No, I don't actually believe in the like past lives thing, but that is interesting. Um It's interesting too if you go through the like down through history and see what people believe about different stuff. Like even the mole thing, you probably could be if you go back far enough, people there's probably like several different things for the same like several different meanings for the same thing. That kind of stuff fascinates me. Even if I don't believe it, I like to learn about those kind of things. I'm doing it again. I'm looking off like this because that's looking straight for me because I only have vision in this eye. It's funny. Interesting. I know, right? Like I didn't even have to tell you who I was talking about and you guessed it. It's so easy cuz nobody else acts like that. Well, I'm sure they do, but I don't know. Ryan Blaney is kind of like that, but oh, that's a Hindu thing. I knew that there were different cultures that believed in the reincarnation, but I wasn't sure if it was if Hindus. I don't know much about Hindu religion. Um oh, Harvick fan here. You should if you haven't seen it yet. If you have Amazon Prime, you have to look up The Undercovers and look up Ryan Blaney's episode. It's so stinking funny. I was laughing so hard. It's so funny. He dresses up like this British dude. And he calls himself Hamish, which to me is more of an Irish name, but whatever. And he goes, quote, undercover on a Team Penske shop tour. Well, if you're following the sport at all, I assume that you know that Ryan Blaney races for them. It's so funny, and he seriously almost gave himself away at least 3 times. It's so funny. And then everybody was shocked when he actually revealed that it was him. So funny. The tour guide and the fans didn't know. The some of the people working did know but acted like they didn't know. It was so funny. I want to watch it again. It was hilarious. It's one of the oldest. I didn't know that either. Interesting. Huh. That's I didn't know that. Yeah, you do need to watch it. It's so funny. I want to watch other episodes. It's hosted by Eli Manning? I Anyway, it's the football guys, the Manning. Eli, I think, is the host, and Peyton is the producer, or maybe it's the other way around. But it's those guys, like, they're the ones running the show. It's so funny. I want to see more. It reminds me of Undercover Boss a little bit, but it's different because obviously he's not the boss. But it was funny, like he was doing things like in the hauler, he went straight to where the snacks were, and he was passing out snacks to all the people on the tour. And he tried to climb into his own race car, but he was pretending like he didn't know how to do it, so he like climbed in head first. It's so funny. It needs audio description because some of the stuff my dad had to tell me what was happening. But I that show was it was great. And it just randomly played. So this weekend and the last 4 races were all on Amazon Prime. That's where they were broadcast. And it just randomly started playing after the race was over. Like when the post race show ends, Amazon just goes into something else that comes up. And that was the show that came up today. Or yeah, Sunday. It was so funny. I loved it. The other one that I want to watch is also on Amazon Prime, but it's Kyle Larson's The Road to the Double or something, where he does NASCAR and IndyCar in one day. Um, I want to watch that one too, but that one hasn't come up yet. Oh, okay. So you know what? You at least know the show. Well, you were ahead of me. I didn't know the show. I'd never even seen it before. It's great. You know, I like I like bicycle racing. I do not like motorcycle racing. It scares the crap out of me because there's no protection for those guys. That's the short answer for your comment. And I'll say bye to you because you said you have to go. So hopefully you can join again sometime. Uh, I don't know who that is, Micah Parsons. I also didn't know the show was on that long. So you definitely are ahead of me. The show is good. Like I liked it. But yeah, you definitely have to watch Ryan Blaney's episode. It's so funny. I want them to do more NASCAR episodes of that show cuz it's very entertaining. Although I don't know if you can like once stuff is everywhere now on social media, so like once you do one show like that, it'd be hard to fool people the next time around. Like I don't know. I think what made the show so funny for me was that Blaney is not I don't picture him getting that much into character. Like he had a lot of fun with it. I don't he's so like calm and like kind of quietish that I don't picture him doing something like that and enjoying it. It was to me it was out of character for him, but I guess not. I don't know. Um it was just funny. I liked it a lot. Yay, thanks for subscribing. Yay. What the that was weird. My ceiling light just went off and came back on again. That was weird. That was weird. 32 minutes 50 seconds. I gotta go. It'll be 3:33. Yay, 30. I know I'm a dork. I just had to keep reading it until it said 3:33. That's awesome. I don't know what my phone is doing. It's going crazy. Alexa time.
It's 10:40 p.m.
What the? Whoa. How did I talk for so long? Yakety yak, Amy. Ah, my dad probably knows who he is. I don't know that much about football, to be honest. That is so fun. Oh my gosh. I think, y'all, that I'm gonna go. Because that was yawn, definitely. And I am tired. Tired. I'm tired. My friend from Grenada would say tired like dog nose, which I think is funny. It's actually not the right. She says that's not the way you're supposed to say it. It's supposed to be cold like dog nose, because dogs' noses apparently are cold. But she says tired like dog nose. It's funny. Um, but anyway, I like the Undercover show. I might have to look it up. Other episodes of it. That was good. I like those type of shows. Like, I guess people consider those reality TV, but I don't know what you would call them. It's fun. Which song did you recommend? I don't remember. Isn't that sad? Whoa, 15 likes? Wow. The most likes I've ever gotten on any video, it was 42, and then the stupid thing deleted like half of them and it dropped down, well, not half. It was 12. It dropped down to like 30 the next day. I was like, "Wait, what? How do you unlike a video after you've already liked it?" Ooh, there's some things I didn't know I could do. I didn't know I could do that. Hello. Zerich 16. Oh man, how do I get back to the bottom? It kicked me to the top of the chat. That's like a million comments ago. Ah, here we go. Yay! Um, I probably do. If it's like the others, Swamp People, I haven't seen that show in a while. I'm tired. I have run out of things to say. That's why I switched to singing earlier. I had run out. Wait, what are staged? What? Oh, those kind of shows, you mean? Yeah, probably. I would like to have been in that tour group. I also want to know when they do those tours, y'all, because I was there at Team Penske and they weren't doing them. I mean, granted, it was race day well, it was the day before race day in Talladega, so that kind of explained there was not very many people in the race shop. But the lady that I talked to said they only do race shops for people that know somebody who works there, one, or very, very special occasions, which basically means never. So I want to know. I want a tour like that. I was jealous. I was like, literally, all I got to do was stand on the fan walk and look down at stuff that I couldn't see, anyways. I was annoyed. I was like, I got gypped. Alexa, play Red Dirt Girl by the Castellos.
This is Marco Costello from Spotify.
Nope. Alexa, stop. She ain't gonna do it. She's refusing to do it. I gotta unsync my Echo from my Spotify because Spotify doesn't work well. It almost never gets the song I want correct. Anyway. Home Improvement was a good show. Seriously. Man, I like that show. I haven't watched that show in a while. My sister says he being Tim Allen, is back playing Buzz Lightyear in the latest Toy Story. They're up to 5 now, which is crazy. I don't know how I don't know how why are they even thinking about doing 5? I didn't think 3 and 4 were that good. But hey, whatever. Alrighty, well, I think I'm going to go away now. It's been almost 4 hours, which is crazy. But because it's been almost 4 hours, I am tired. So I think I'm gonna go away. And the next time I talk to you and everybody else who might join, I'll be in Minnesota. Ah, my thing is going crazy. All right, I'm out. Bye.